Welcome back to Council of Wyrms, Session 8. Last we left off, the party got dropped off on an island after meeting with the Arbiter of Bahamut, Hephaestus, and they have secured a ship passage to sail them onto the other side of the world to deal with a Death Legion listening post in Portugal, Spain area. They have to sail from Hawaii to Europe.
Still kind of pissed that apparently we're celestially sanctioned, but we'll deal with that later.
You all, as you set out from the harbor aboard the Silent Nebula, a merchant ship captained by a giff by the name of Aurelian Higgins, and his companion, his trusted companion, Commodore Fluffington.
He's got a real nice setup to be able to run this whole thing with just one guy.
Yep. Yep.
Magic is capable of a lot of things.
Anyways, it's probably safe to roleplay that Laurent's just checking out the whole flying thing.
Yeah, there's a couple things I want to do before you actually get airborne. So as you're sailing out, and he's messed with some different levers that are next to him, and a big box of sails have deployed. The sails on the fore and mizzen masts have all the sails are jet black. They each have a picture on them. The sails on the fore and mizzen masts have a purple beam, like a purple star with two beams of light coming out of it and some stars around in the background. While on the main mast, it's that same pulsar with a nebulous cloud surrounding it.
Oh, okay.
And as he pulls another lever, and you hear a hiss of air and some gears turning, he then steps away from the helm after he secures the big steering wheel thing.
The helm.
Okay, yeah, the helm itself. He basically locks it in place so that it doesn't drift drift off to the left or off to the right. He wipes his hands like, well, that's gonna take about an hour and a half to fill up, and before we can actually start gaining some altitude. While that is filling, why don't I take you on a little bit of a tour of the ship?
Your ship, your rules, Captain.
He shows you, so right here in this area, up on the top, he shows you where the medical bay is. There's just a generic storage closet. That's what this is. There are some couple of crew bunks behind medical. And then his cabin is in the aft castle.
Yeah.
Out on the prow, and you do have noticed scattered throughout on a couple other places, on walls, on the masts by his console, are square panels with crystals that are glowing in different colors. The text above this one out here at the prow says... One second. Gotta find that page. Okay, too far. Thermal control panel, and there are 3 different crystals glowing. And he also gives a warning. There are occasions we have to vent the thermal heat sink in this ship, be it through hot air or bursts of flame. I do suggest you don't stand in this general area right here when we are doing that. More on the novel ship systems that keep us from burning beneath the sky in motion in a little bit. To enter any of the interior passageways, you must go through an airlock so that we can keep the air pressure more contained when we are up at altitude. We're going up to 10,000 feet. We can go higher if we need to go faster. But the air gets a bit too thin up at about 10,000, and that's when the ventilation system kicks in to partially pressurize the hull. It is not fully pressurized or sealed like a submersible, like one of those Spelljammers or Turtle Ship. But it does well enough for our needs.
You got anything against? You got anything against me smoking?
No. Though at altitude you may find it a bit difficult to do it out on the deck with the wind speed.
That's what I was asking about.
It takes you down, well, in through the airlock and down the stairs. You end up.
I mean, I ask mind if I smoke, but I'm pretty sure I see. I need to double check his character.
He has a pipe.
Yeah, he has a pipe. He has no problem. But at the same time, I mean, granted, Alcar can fly, but I don't want to get thrown off the ship.
Yep. He takes you. So yeah, so to get to the lower deck, you go into medical, you go down the stairs, then you come down here to another supply area. Through this airlock, there is the crew. There's the dining room, and then there are crew bunks, food storage area, and the galley. And then when you go down one more deck, and you reach the cargo hold. And he points towards the back of the ship. Now back there, there's a very special airlock. Inside there, it's the cryogenic storage room. Keep that room refrigerated, and that's where the helium storage tank is. Don't touch it. It's cooled to hundreds of degrees below zero and pressurized 300 times that of the open air. 350 times that of the open air. The interior is cooled to the point where the air turns liquid. He turns to Solstice. You, my friend, might enjoy that room. It is quite cold.
If things get too cold, I really and it gets really hard to fly, and it's kind of annoying.
The cryo room is kept at minus 70 F.
Mm-hmm.
So, a moderately strong Antarctic winter.
I was about to say, we use the metric system here. Come on, none of us are
That's the king's measurements.
But then I remembered, I'm pretty sure this ship started in basically America.
In Hawaii, yeah. Also,
Yeah,
it predates Celsius.
Yeah.
He goes. Some unique systems you may need to be aware of. We use a frost gland harvested for the cooling in the cryo room. We use a fire gland as the thermal sink to deal with all the compression heat and extra heat. That's what needs to be vented. And then we have a series of supercapacitor modules baked into the hull from a lightning gland that provide limited power. It's what allows me to have the automated rigging set up as he gestures to the ceiling in the direction of the sails.
Automated. So is that why the crew seems to be just you?
Yep. Sometimes I have crew, and sometimes I don't. they're good for backups, but they cost money and limit where you go and cause logistical issues from time to time. So sometimes there are extra crew and sometimes there are not.
Sometimes it's easier to travel light. I get it.
Mm-hmm. Inside all of the pressurized areas, there are crystal indicators that indicate the status of the ventilation system. And then he goes over to as you get out back on the deck, to a bulkhead where you see a poster.
A poster of what?
Brad?
I'm working on setting up buttons. This is all of the system references. Some of them are more important than others. If anything is flashing, then that's a warning sign. Now, for the important part, because we'll be cruising at altitude. In each of your quarters, and in several other places throughout the ship, there are crates with these, as he pulls out an oblong, almost like a metal can, but almost looks like a can of tuna fish if it was oval shaped and 2 inches deep, and probably about how big is this? 4 or 5 inches across on the long direction. Stamped on it, it says Etherite Emergency Air Canister with a Roman numeral 1 on it. There are multiple different types of these. This is an emergency air canister. It contains a basic crystal that reacts with the air to absorb exhaled CO2 and release oxygen and a little bit of water vapor so you don't get too dry. In the event of an air emergency, you need to open one of these and get to a sealed compartment so you can breathe while I take us back down to a safer altitude. There are also larger special types for your 3 lizards down in the cargo hold. He goes back into the area as he pulls out a manual. This has all the details regarding everything about the ship. Feel free to browse it at your leisure.
Sorry about the cough there. My I told you all I had a stiff drink at my side. It's a bit of a cocktail or something, and the last sip I just took, that definitely had more of the Fireball whiskey in it than the rest of it. That was liquid barbed wire. All right. All right. So
he then pulls out a map. Let's see. You said you needed to go to. I references it. You would have been given a name of a town. I'm just going to use Lisbon as my map reference point.
Yeah.
And he pulls up. Let's see. As he calculates it out, about just short of 7,000 nautical miles. Okay. Let's see here. He's got like a pencil in between his teeth. Let's see here. So, at prevailing winds at cruising altitude, that should be about 3 weeks. You all in a hurry to get there sooner? As he looks up from the map at the group of you.
I feel like our knowledge is imperative. Like, how imperative is it?
probably should.
I can take us up a bit higher. I'll have to restrict deck access because we'll be up at service ceiling at 15,000 feet, so the air pressure system will have engaged. Can't go out on the deck for long periods without one of them canisters because air's too thin, unless you're a specialized bird. But that should speed us up quite a bit. Should take 10 days. cut time in half. About 9.5 days if we don't have any storms we have to go around.
That sounds good to me.
All right.
I don't
He
know.
looks back
I don't
up
know
at
about
the.
anyone else, but I could use some time out of the sun.
He looks back up at the dirigible, which you see is it's visible. It's the same color as the sails, and it has the same nebular crest as the mainsail on its side. Looks like we got about another 30 minutes of fill time. And he looks over. As you look over the side, you do notice the ship is not fully seated in the water anymore. It's still
Yeah.
on the water. It's just raised up a bit.
Ooh.
So the town we're heading to. What kind of place is it?
It's a average port city on the Iberian coast. Unless you
Sure.
got a lake or a river you'd rather us land in.
And not immediately to my knowledge.
All right, well,
Would that be like
we'll stick with the
some kind of
docking at
pulse
standard
check?
port side.
I have a feeling we already would have. I have a feeling we already would have discussed. Places to go when it came
Mhm.
to what's closest.
Yep.
Yeah, because besides Port City, that works for my purposes perfectly fine. I mean, I just told
Well,
you what my plan was before the session.
yep. He looks over at the side. I'm back at the dirigible. Yeah. We should have initial liftoff in about 30 more minutes, with about 3.5 to 4 hours to cruising altitude, and then it'll be another couple hours after that to reach our maximum altitude at 15,000. Your time is yours to do it as you see fit. And when you hear the
Alrighty then.
fans engage, it means we're at altitude and we're still climbing. So I suggest you either fit yourself with a mask if you've previously acquired one and get a canister, or head inside on the deck. I will around that time have to get on my pressurized suit to make some final adjustments out here before heading inside as well.
Sounds good, Captain. We'll be in your capable hands.
So I've got.
Board information.
I will go ahead and show these. These are the ones regarding the air canisters.
Yeah.
The other details, you can see in the crew manual that I sent in the Discord, and that has things like more thorough breakdown of the bulkhead safety poster, adverse weather conditions, ascent, descent, and partially uncontrolled descent procedures, general ship iconography.
Do we have a way to contact Hephaestus, or is this one of those he'll talk to us situations?
He'll talk to you. He is observing you, so you presume he has some sort of way of keeping an eye on you.
Some
All right.
higher magical powers.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, ancient dragon who has a sovereign position from Bahamut himself. So
Yeah.
I mean, he has
Okay.
the shenanigans.
Yeah.
And
Trying to keep on the down low with a guy like him on my ass is gonna be so hard.
Picture is worth 1,000 words, as they say. So picture can hopefully my word description was sufficient for the signets and the sails, but
Yeah.
that will make sure there is zero confusion.
Yeah. I do have a question about the thieves the thieves can't, because I don't know if he can see past that or not.
It's like a way of encoding languages within language.
Yeah.
So that's like
Yeah.
secret code. So that's you can thieves can't in any language you know, and that's basically talking in code. So you could say
Yeah.
like, "How is the weather today?" and actually gesture and gesticulate and mean. There's an assassin in Alley 3.
Yeah. I'm just checking because I might want to try to contact Ma for some information on the area that I'm heading to.
And then he did not make quarters assignments, so any room other than medical is fair game. There's the 3 up on the in the forecastle, and then there's all of the main ones down on the crew deck.
Alcar's probably going to be in the crew deck because it gives him easier access to Vermithrax, and he does need to do some stuff with her.
Yep.
He's got to train his dog.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to train his dog to do tricks like fetch, roll over, get the ball. you know that kind of thing.
Yep.
So that way, in a quick command, Vermithrax can instantly turn a man into a chew toy.
Oh, there was one other thing he does mention, particularly with regards to when he was talking about the safety poster. Panel D, mesh current. If you ever go up to the crew nest, do make sure to pay attention to that indicator, because there is a metallic mesh and a series of lightning rods on all the spars and mast tips, and up at the dirigible to deal with ice buildup. He runs current through it as a de-icer, and to deal with lightning strikes. So if it is ever electrified, then make sure do not touch anything metal, because you will get zapped.
Yes, we will die.
Yep, and it does have different colors based on its charge level.
All right.
That's like a, here's his OSHA briefing. Don't touch the live wire, you dummy.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I mean, I bet he has this rehearsed, considering that like not everyone rides an airship.
Yep.
Besides, I'm sure, but besides, it's like he's effectively got a ferry service going on, and it's like how airlines have to always tell you airplane instructions, no matter how many times you've been on the plane.
Yep. Yep. Well, when he was going, he actually went through the bulkhead poster and so forth as is airline safety briefing.
Yeah.
but you all are capable of reading.
Yeah. He had to go through the whole. He's like, in the event of an emergency, your pillow cushion, the pillow cushions in your crew quarters can be used as a flotation device.
During thermal venting, do not stand on the prow. You will get burned. During electrical activity, do not touch any of the rods and do not be in the crew's nest. You will get shocked.
I just imagine he's like, don't stand in front of the thermal vent. You will get burned. The fire vents out, and Alcar uses it to light his cig. He uses it to light one up. He's just like, yep.
The prow of the ship is carved in the shape of a dragon head.
What kind of dragon head?
The dragon head that was the landing page, so it's a generic non-species one. It's colored purple though. It's purplish black.
Yeah. It's so it's like more of a dragon effigy than any reference to any specific dragon.
Yeah.
An artist's interpretation of dragon bones found at some point, much like
and
early.
The thermal vent is located inside the maw of the figurehead. And then he was also like, when we're doing high altitude operations, do not be out on deck without a pressurized suit. You will suffocate because the air is too thin. Don't go into the cryo room without heavy winter gears. Exceptions may be granted to specific individuals of particularly cold tolerant species.
Got an impressive
Always
setup.
keep the cryo airlock shut. We need it in there to be cool so that the tank doesn't rupture from overpressurizing. The interior of the cryo room is set to minus 70 F. Don't touch the cryo tank, it's at 70 K.
You got an impressive setup here. How'd you get all this together?
Oh, it took quite a while, a bit of a construction project when I retired from the GIF fleet. He used to be on board a GIF vessel. So he spent time on board a Bombard and a few other like support logistics space galleons.
I'm not gonna lie, it would have been frickin' hilarious if he was like one of the members of, if he like worked for the Sinclair Corporation before the incident at Jazeera.
He probably had several contracts with them.
Like, because I don't remember how many, if any. It's been so long, and I haven't revisited the session, but I wonder. I can't remember how many, if any, of those ships actually escaped.
Oh no, none of them. No,
Yeah,
they all
I'm
got
pretty
blown out
sure
of the sky.
Sadar, Cerberus, and Skirvo made sure none of them got out because Cerberus was, Dragon was shooting them down with multi-type breath. Skirvo was commanding Duchess with all of its cannons. And Sadar, summoned a lightning storm, was just like unlimited.
Yeah, yeah. I couldn't necessarily remember. All I remember is that we called that a war in the sky. Really, that was a massacre.
It was a rout.
that was brutal.
If
For
you ever,
them.
when you walk by the helm where he is, you will notice in addition to the lever box, there is 3 panels that between them have all of the different indicators mentioned on the bulkhead poster, so that he can monitor everything from the helm.
Yeah.
He also has a duplicate panel in the captain's quarters. Not that you would know that because you don't go in the captain's quarters. Well, you have. He didn't really show you the inside. He more like opened the door and said, "See my quarters," and then shut it.
Equinox goes to the back of the ship and just kind of stares off the back of the ship, and Solstice lays down on the deck near her.
You see the island you sailed out of drifting into
Thank you.
the distance.
Yeah, Alcar will get himself set up in a room and get all just get himself set up so that he's all there we go. So that he's got his got a spot to do his work. Has got his hat hung up on a hat hanger.
The door. Inside is a single bunk, a porthole window, and a chest. The chest is unlocked. It has a loop for a padlock to be provided by you. You open the chest, and inside is 1 Aetherite emergency air canister with a Roman numeral 1 on it.
Yeah.
What?
The loneliest number.
Yeah. Alcar's gonna, because I imagine there's hooks on the wall, like for coats and stuff. So Alcar hangs up his coat, his hat, and he's just also his also he probably also hangs up his his suit coat as well. Now people see that he's that he's wearing a vest with suspenders because he's wearing the whole frickin' 9 yards.
Excellent.
Yeah, so he's like, and so now he's just he's just getting himself set up to have the so that he can write stuff down, get some get stuff sorted out, have maybe do some necessary calls if he needs to. Obviously, later he's going to go down and get him. He's gonna spend some time with Vermithrax to give her some training. I wonder how stealthy I can make a Drake. To go full predator and sneak up on people. And not like the movie Predator. I mean like an actual predator. Most predators are ambush predators.
Have just go full like, panther.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like go full jaguar, except it also breathes fire.
Well, plasma.
Yeah.
I mean, are movie predators not ambush predators?
Oh no, they are.
And
Okay,
no,
it
they are. It's
depends
just more. It's just
which
it's
film
just
you're in.
It's just fancier.
Oh.
It's just the predators from the Predator franchise are just fancier than what I was describing.
Yeah, because
They're
it's
all
like
about
they are like
visibility.
they're
tech
basically
and,
people.
yeah,
They have
yeah,
technology.
No. I'm talking about like actual animals.
Animalistic predators.
Yeah.
Like the aliens, or I guess they're xenomorphs because technically they're both aliens.
I mean yeah, those work too. Except they don't usually spit plasma or fire. But
No, they just spit
neither
acid.
does anything neither does anything I was representing. But it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you need us to do, or?
He does not at the moment.
All right.
He may request Solstice to help check the cryo tank every, once in a while, because Solstice is a white silver dragon hybrid, and therefore
I just remembered
be just fine in a minus 70 refrigerated room.
So obviously he knows that Solstice is an ice dragon, but does he know that Solstice is a hybrid?
I mean, isn't it obvious with the white and silver scales?
Not to just like any person. A person has to know things about dragons to really be able to tell the difference.
Yeah, it's like.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he knows you're either a white or a silver. Either one will do.
Morthan is just going to go around and find whichever one of them.
Scale color.
Listen, we just established this guy's from the Astral Sea. He's seen weirder stuff.
And he probably knows what a void dragon is too.
Yeah. So So
He probably will have at some point during the voyage. He'll probably be like, there was this one time I saw this absolute madman of a warforged piloting a space galleon, and he was shouting at a space kraken. I don't know how that outcome ended. I was too busy getting the heck out of there. Man was
now I need to have Alcar roll a history check to see if he has any idea who that might have been. because given Alcar's history, there's actually a chance he might know about him. This is the kind of underworld that he who will not be named at this time is prolific in.
Wait, when is this taking place?
When? Some ambiguous point in time after Echoes.
Okay, after Echoes.
I thought we established this was happening. Just before Echoes, in that in between time between.
Yeah, it was.
I thought about it, and then that's what I was thinking initially, and then I thought about it and was like, well, based on some other things and some other people that will show up, it'll be better if it's after.
I mean, because
Okay, well then, yeah,
Skirbo ever
Skirbo
makes an
would be
appearance,
like
I can always have him be pre-Echo's Skirbo. That's not that difficult.
We'll leave that determination for when it actually matters. So far, it makes
Okay.
zero impact.
But now I need to just make that roll just to see. I mean, it could just be a vague enough expression that he doesn't know what that means, but
He probably didn't slow down enough to actually say which ship it was.
Yeah.
You privately
So he
rolled
does-
that.
That's probably not high enough.
I feel like you need like something in the 20s.
He's talking
and
about
30s.
some weird astral sea space pirate.
Yeah.
There are a
You're
lot of
talking
those.
about like very tidbits of knowledge that has
Yeah,
that does not affect who we are as people. It's
Yeah,
kind
no,
of like
Yeah, I would argue that for I personally, like, you can disagree, Brad, you are the DM, but I would argue that if he had if we had more specific knowledge, like a name, he would need like at least a 15 to have an idea of who that might be.
Yeah, but he didn't. He was going.
But
giant
that vague ass
I need to
information?
get
Oh no,
help us here.
absolutely not.
Yeah, he was
But
going
vague
giant.
information like that. That's absolutely a 20 check.
Yeah, yeah. He was like, I was too busy trying to get out of there. I didn't stop to get his autograph. Who's the mad lad talking to the space squid? No, thank you. I'm leaving.
I will say
Yeah,
that
let's-
every time that the captain asks Solstice to like look in the cryo chamber thing, Solstice does go down and check with him, but Equinox just stays there, still just staring.
yeah,
Yeah.
He
Just
doesn't
remember,
say a
you
word.
can't stay out on the deck once we're actually in flight because you'll die.
Yeah, I know.
I think Laurent's the only one who will be fine. Because
If
if
he
I
doesn't
remember
blow
correctly,
away.
Laurent doesn't need to breathe.
Yeah.
wait, hold up. I need to figure out if I need to breathe as well.
I know, but like we're not fully in flight yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah,
And
I do.
if you're at 10,000 feet or lower, the ventilation system is not active and you can be on the deck.
I'm not like the last rogue I played. I very much have the weakness of the flesh.
The flesh is weak, brother.
I have the
Yeah, so
I am not resistant to drowning.
yeah, so how it works is at 10,000 feet, the partial pressure ventilation system engages, and then it's active. Like 10,000 going up, 10,000 going down, it disengages. It's not active. You can be out on the deck, normal air. If there is no ventilation system active, it's all fine and dandy.
All right.
Morthain is just going to check which bed is the fluffiest.
Roll a d7 because there's also this corner bunk room.
I'm not gonna lie, it would be funny if it was
Number
Number 6. So this one.
All right.
I would
Take
have
point.
laughed if Alcar instantly took the best bed.
Well, that would have been rolling a d9. I was simply going of the 7 that were unclaimed.
Oh yeah. I'm just saying that would have been frickin' funny.
It would have been also funny if he rolled a 7. He'd be over here in the one right next to the latrine in the storage closet.
Okay, no, he rolls a 1 and he would have been like, "Ah, yes, this is the perfect bed." And then like night falls, the captain walks in. "What are you doing in my bed?"
Yeah, at some point, Solstice will
"Come hither, captain." No, this ain't that kind of service.
Solstice will go down and at some point, Solstice will go down and claim like 2 of the bunks. We'll say these 2.
All right.
And he'll grab the canisters from each one.
Oh, as you head down, Higgins does make a note that you will probably need to swap out the Type 1 that is in the chest in your quarters for a Type D, because you're a dragon and not a person.
Equinox,
Oh shoot! What
as
is the next word then?
as Equinox hears that, like kind of like opens her mouth like she's gonna say something, and then doesn't, and then opens her mouth, and then doesn't say anything, and then goes back to looking. And
Yeah.
Solstice looks at her, and then turns to Higgins. Um, Equinox wants to know which one she should use.
It looks like a void dragon. Haven't seen one of those in ages.
Well, do you know what a demi-dragon is?
Higgins is going to roll an Arcana check.
I guess that would be a mixture of my college.
Rolls in that one. He's like, I like mine with a side of beef.
Equinox hides for the rest of the voyage.
Yeah.
Has a +9 for Arcana.
Loki, no, off.
Bad Loki.
19. I'm intellectually familiar with the premise. Never met one, nor have I seen any. Oh, what's the right word? Not survivors. Participants of the ritual.
Solstice kind of like scratches behind one of his wings, like a nervous scratch.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, you have now.
Oh. How interesting. Probably best to stick with a Type D, nonetheless. Type Ds are best for arcane metabolisms, for griffins, pegasi, other magical beasts. Dragons younger than rake size.
Solstice
Once you're
nods.
about that size, then being out here at the
What,
altitude doesn't affect you at that point, and
what-
then there's no point getting any of the bigger canisters for you.
What
Solstice
kind
nods.
of canister? What kind of canister should we use for our pets?
Let's see here. Them's look like war drakes, if I'm not mistaken. Yes.
You are not mistaken.
He pulls up a fold out. That when he folds it out, it looks clearly just like a torn out section of the manual for section 3.8.2.
Yeah.
It looks down on the chart. Well, they certainly wasn't tungstens. Tungstens are big, chunky, fat ones. 1,500 or 1,700 kilograms, kind of fat. They use 2. They're slimmer, but they're still pretty big. Better go with 2 Ds.
All right. He's gonna go make sure they're.
They'll
a couple
probably.
of those are nearby, so that way if stuff goes down, someone can go down there and get them their breathings.
He says they'll probably be in one of the buried crates with lots of dust on them. We don't typically get many. I don't tend to have many Type D. Not many. I don't tend to transport much Type D animal cargo.
I mean, if I'm not mistaken, from the sounds of it, most of what you need for that for can get around by themselves just fine.
Yeah. Though some people are sailing one way or another, or they're shipping a whole bunch from a hatchery or something.
I wouldn't know. I'm
there
kind
aren't
of new
enough
to this
Ds,
business.
if there aren't enough Ds, you can combine an R. You can combine multiple type Rs since they are reptilian.
All right. Good to know. Yeah, Alcar's gonna. I want to point out that no matter what, if Alcar's outside, he's definitely wearing his duster and hat.
He has to
Because
give
the
that
because
aura
the sun
all
is Because I'll admit the main reason he wears the hat, and it's not just the mobster noir look. It's because it's bright. He needs the sun out of his eyes. Cursed dayball. Awful thing. Whoever invented the sun is just evil.
The sun is a giant.
As you look over
bird.
the railing, whenever you're out on the deck, you notice the ship is no longer in the water, and you begin to lift into the sky as you sail eastward.
This is certainly a new experience.
Higgins just grins at that with a smile as he's sitting there with his pipe in hand and glances down at the indicator panels. Everything going smoothly.
Never gets old to see first time flyers, is it?
Oh, it is quite a sight to see. Though considering the fact that you have wings on your back, I'm not going to start taking bets for losing your stomach contents.
No. I'm just glad this time I can walk around. He'll actually pop both sets of shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
This time, that sounds like there's tail in that.
A couple days ago. Yesterday we had to ride on the back of a dragon for. A couple days ago we rode on the back of a dragon for a day straight.
Fascinating.
It was
quite rare.
You got a couple of rare ones on board, I'll tell you that much.
Yes.
He says that with a simultaneous almost pride, but like it's 10% pride, 90% disdain.
Mm-hmm.
That's What about you? Have you been doing this particular gig often?
I've been a merchant and ship captain of this here vessel for a few years now.
So
I will say, advantage of this, and he gestures with his pipe up at the blimp, so much faster, and don't have to deal with any of those pesky naval pirates. And he takes a puff on his pipe.
Yeah, I bet pirates can be a bit of a problem out there. Yeah. You made it sound. Yeah, you mentioned something about spell jamming. That's like that's the out there, right?
Yeah, and they have a magical ship that can fly across the astral sea.
This
Quite
sounds like a bit of a headache to me, but then again, I'm a simple guy.
It is a bit of a logistics. Probably you have to have spellcaster on board so that they can fly the vessel, and then you have your provisions and then cargo and crew and all that. Plus, there can be issues with crew if they spend too long in the sea without coming back to a real plane.
I mean, it's not even just that. It's not even just that. I can imagine. Sorry, you can already imagine X, Y, Z axis, but now you're having to be like, but then if I remember my schoolings right, if you're out there, there's no such thing as there's not really a such thing as up and down. It's that way.
There are relative up and down, but not.
Yeah.
Not certain like we have here, as he gestures to the ocean and the sky.
Yeah, because down here it's nice and straightforward. If you look up and see nothing but sky, you're looking up. If you look and you see nothing but the dirt or the water, then you're looking down.
Solstice
And
will look at you. Unless you're in a cave.
I mean that's true. You do got a point there, but yeah. Even then, it's you don't better way to put it. Look at the direction your feet are currently standing on. It's safe bet it's probably down.
Definitely is on this vessel. We don't have any fancy gravity plane magic going on here like a spell jamming ship would.
Well, that it's just way over my head.
Most of them tend to have them on the bottom of the vessel, though I did spend some time with a Gif warlord who commanded a wolf pack of turtle ships. Turtle ships, the gravity plane is down the midline, so the cargo hold is upside down. You're walking on your head when you're in the cargo hold.
Well, that just sounds like a headache. I mean, how do you? Well, I mean, like what? Do you just go? Well, I mean, what do you just like try to put something in the hold, and you just and he just kind of like makes a gesture of like hand pointing up and then hand pointing, and then he like rotates it, hand pointing down. So you just how do you make that work?
And shrugs, don't know. I wasn't a cargo loader. I was a navigator.
That just
I
sounds
never had to go down.
sounds like a balancing nightmare.
It's certainly quite peculiar.
Got any crazy old sailing tales to pass the time?
He regales you with a couple of interesting ones. Some from his time spelljamming across the astral sea with the gift fleet. Some from his more mundane travels here on this plane before he got the dirigible working, and a few interesting ones after. As you climb higher and higher and higher and higher. 4 hours later.
Well, if you need me, I'll be. Well, if you need me, I'll be inside. Is there a way to lower the light settings a little?
He nods. He tells you how to turn off the sconce, the arcane sconce, powered by the bio supercapacitor.
Yeah, thank you kindly. Yeah, so because if it's not clear, he's effectively gonna try to operate his area in low light.
Yep, you still have a window, but you could like get a sheet or a cover or something, put over it if you wanted to have no light.
Yeah, but low light is better because that's how dark vision works.
Yeah,
it's more of a. It's less of a actually wanting to make sure his room is only dark vision visible, and more of a this light level is just comfortable for him.
Yep. As you rise up through a cloud while sailing forward, you peek out above and you see nothing but ocean. You have reached 10,000 feet, and you hear a clank of machinery as vents start opening, and then a soft breeze flows through as the passive turbine ram ventilation system comes online. He turns to dragons. Better start heading inside as we continue to climb. The air will get thinner and thinner the higher we go.
Solstice starts heading in that direction. Equinox does not seem to react at all.
Is your friend all right?
No, not yet. Solstice turns back towards her. Equinox?
Yeah. She
She
seems.
no, he's like talking to her. She kind of like shakes her head and turns around. Oh, sorry. Just thinking. And she heads down. Well, actually, they're not.
Higgins briefly heads into his quarters to get his pressurized suit, while he has to continue to do steering and flight adjustments until you reach your cruising altitude.
Yeah, till
And then
he
he'll
can have
basically,
some kind of autopilot take place.
yeah, and then basically he will set the navigation course, lock the steering wheel, lock the helm wheel, so you fly in a straight line, and then he'll head inside. Is there anything you all wish to do while sailing?
Oh,
You
I already
have
mentioned I'll start doing some training with Vermithrax. See if I can't get her to understand commands and do stealth, that sort of thing.
Is there a window in the galley? I look at the back of the galley.
in the galley. Yeah. Well, we'll say there's windows along the lateral the lateral hull on the
Mhm.
crew deck. So here in the common room, in each of the crew cabins, and in the galley.
Yeah, is there a window at the back though?
At the back, sure.
Okay.
There definitely
Are,
is not in the cryo bay.
yeah,
In fact,
yeah.
one
Are
of the times when
there
Solstice goes down there, he notices that the bulkheads in the cryo bay are particularly thick. They are reinforced in that room.
Okay.
For thermal insulation, for structural reinforcement,
Yeah.
everything.
Are there places to hang from?
Not tall enough for you. They're there's like a hanging line for like fish and stuff, but
No, I
it's
mean I mean just like rafters of any kind. Like maybe like from the
um
grate here.
yeah, you could hang from the grate on the deck above.
Yeah. That's what they're gonna do when they sleep.
Yeah, because they can't hang fully upside down lengthwise. It's not tall enough for them.
The cargo grate would have the most vertical clearance.
Yeah. They'll I guess they'll try to do that. And yeah, with the full length of their tails, they wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
So they'll just kind of coil up on the floor.
All right. Yeah. So. Yeah, Alcar's gonna. Yeah, Alcar's gonna
Actually,
get
Solstice
stuff.
coils up on the floor.
Go ahead.
Equinox actually does sprawl out in one of the crew cabin beds like a humanoid would, but
I was
Yeah.
like my cat does.
Yeah. So Alcar's just like I said, he's gonna do the Vermithrax stuff, but he's also going to spend time getting information from Ma about the area we're going to. And he's going to let her know a bit about the idea he has and how there's whether or not there's any dealers in the area.
Dealers that work for you or freelance or
Just any kind of dealer.
okay.
Like, and if we can't if we don't currently have beef with them, all the better.
Okay.
Like it doesn't matter whether they work for us or not, because right now Alkar's intent on probably buying this stuff himself anyway, because that's just gonna be how it is. He's not, because it's been established. He's trying to make it big under his own power. He's not taking handouts.
All right.
Or at the very least, he's not asking for handouts. Because because he's just using resources at his disposal to try to get where he can. So effectively, I'm just trying to use criminal contact to see if I can understand what kind of area we're stepping into.
Fair enough. You make your phone call from the crew cabin of a hybrid sailing airship. And yes, that's why it's HSAS, is hybrid sailing airship.
Yeah. Oh, did you want me to roleplay it, or?
I don't care if you do or do not. That's your choice.
Well, we'll just for the sake of current time, we'll just say he thieves can't while making it sound, while to other people it just sounds like a casual phone call with his ma.
You learn following bits of information that Peninsula Iberia, Spain and Portugal, is mostly controlled by one of the High Elven kingdoms that in recent years had quite some political drama. Queen Gorast was discovered to have her husband murdered and then puppeted, and while she was puppeting, she was secretly working with a sect of the Cult of the Dragon, as in Tiamat cultists.
Oh.
And I
have no idea if we have good standing with them or not out of game.
Subtle supporter of the Death League.
Bad standing.
So the reason why there's a listening post in Iberia that hasn't been wiped out by the army of the High Elven Kingdom is because they have sanction there. Think of it like a North Korean embassy inside Soviet Russia.
Oh.
Ah, yes. So like a room inside an office building.
So Iberia is one of the few places where there isn't a active shoot on sight order for the Death Legion.
Oh. So
the Queen met an unfortunate demise through a son that she thought was dead, who was taken in by a tribe of Smilodinoids out on the Asian steppe near the Black Sea.
All right.
And a few other individuals who were Scaled Order Knights. An interesting assortment of individuals.
So in other words, we has an opportunity, don't we?
Yes, the region is currently administrated by a impromptu government following the fall of the monarchy, because there's the survivor's son who was raised by the Smilodinoid tribe, who became part of the order, and then his siblings, almost all of them, were evil, just like their mother, and were killed in the political upheaval. So the monarchy is dead and is currently being administrated. The government is currently being administrated by a placeholder temporary government headed up by a prime minister elected from the surviving nobility.
Okay, well now follow-up questions. Number one, I genuinely don't know in-game, out-of-game, whether or not we have good standing with cults of Tiamat. Because I
You
know being chromatic
personally,
dragons, I don't know what that means.
well, it's kind of like this. Chromatic dragons will not speak ill of her, but they're like, shh, don't say that name. You could summon, and that'd be bad.
Okay, so
Because
it's
then she
like,
tries to boss us all around. And if
Okay.
you're a great worm, then you'd be like, I'm not doing that. I'm
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
not going to outwardly oppose her because bad things happen when you outwardly oppose gods and goddesses, especially ancient dragon ones.
Yeah, okay.
But we're not going to be a supporter. So you would know that the cult of the dragon, while they're not exactly on your hit list the way the Death Legion is, they're not friends either.
Okay.
And they're not neutral
So-
non-combatants, because they are hostile, they're just not go out of your way to kill them. They are hostile in the same way that a general mugger in an alley would be.
Yeah. How mad would it be bad if we say use this as an opportunity to get the Death Legion and I forgot what this country is that you said.
It's one of the high elven kingdoms. There are multiple.
Yeah. Get them and the Death Legion to be on bad terms with each other. Because if we play our cards right, we might be able to pin this whole thing. Because while we can turn in the bodies and stuff, we could try to pin this whole thing on them.
The country is in sort of a semi-anarchistic state. So the government no longer officially supports the Legion, but they have way too many problems to actively be hunting them down, which is why the listening post has not gone away.
Okay.
And then due to various political things is the reason why the Order has not sent in a strike team to cull it. And your time under Andor, you have seen multiple documents come by of Order assembled strike teams, either issued or directly led by council members, to go out and cull various Death Legion outposts.
Okay. So it's more of a so it's all a big political question, and again, my question is still I'm guessing, I'm wondering whether or not we should, from a criminal enterprise point of view, want to make it look like the whether we want this to be like official Order business or the country, or try to make it both.
So upsides, if you pass it on, if you put the blame for the strike on the temporary prime minister government, your team stays unknown.
Yeah.
And you don't have any. You're not going to get asked awkward or interesting questions when you have to check in with the council for doing Order business in an area that doesn't have open Order support, like sketchy black ops. Not full on. If you get caught, we will deny ever knowing it. It's a step up from that. It's more like so we're not exactly liked over there. I mean, we're not hated, but we're not exactly liked over there.
Yeah.
And
So-
you may help stabilize the region by getting the common people excited and be like, "Yay, the government's actually doing what it's supposed to be doing." Or you could say it was an Order operation, which technically it is, because you have carte blanche blanket authorization from Voldroff to do whatever you have to do to prevent the apocalypse from coming.
Yeah. And if that
And
is
there's an open bounty on every Death Legion member in existence except for Laurent, because he's special because he defected.
Staying relatively unknown has its advantages, especially against the Death Legion, because if they don't know who we are, like Laurent already gives us enough problems with them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if they necessarily know specifically that Laurent's traveling with us.
Not yet, and the other thing is they don't know where you are. They know Laurent left the assembling body amassing near Telmer, so think Southeast Asia. Telmer is
Yeah.
where Hong Kong is.
Yeah.
And then you have killed every Death Legionnaire you have encountered, so they don't know where you are.
Okay.
So you have disappeared, and if you want to keep off the radar, there are benefits to that, especially when you're talking about a massive legion of murder hobos that are commanded by a black great worm.
Yeah.
Brad,
A black great worm that Ma doesn't like.
Brad, I sent you a direct message on Discord.
Yeah. I saw. I'm gonna have to think on that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, and therein is. So I guess
There is other things you learn. That was all
Yeah.
the stuff you learned pertaining to predestination.
Yeah.
There is one other thing that's more overarching cartel business that she does tell you, is that she has learned that the Order has dispatched Templar Tiberius, his squad of elite shock troopers, and he has taken with him an entire battalion of elite Iron Fang troops to reinforce Telmer to deal to the coming siege of the Death Legion. And that any information you can get about anything going on over there is a premium that they keep, that your cartel can sell that for big bucks.
So I'll get a cut if I can get that kind of info. Got it.
Yeah. Plus,
That-
also, your cartel has operatives over there, and it'd be kind of handy to have the information ahead of time so that they can not die.
I'll mention just something for fun. That night, all of you hear that Solstice is snoring like a chainsaw. He
Yeah.
normally doesn't snore, but he is currently snoring very loudly.
Well, and I imagine that I love to imagine Ma, because we could role play slightly with Ma, but I love to imagine that part of it, Ma does hear that. She's like, "What is that?"
That sound. What, you said you were on a ship?
I am. Couple things. That's number one. I'm on a flying ship. Kind of neat. Got a window here. Number two, it's well, I've never those two dragons I talked about. Those those little wormlings. They got I've never not seen them sleep by hanging upside down on a tree or something before. So this one, and apparently one of them's got a snoring problem that only occurred now that they're actually lying on the floor. We're too high up to be on the crew deck. It's something about air getting thinner up here. I don't know. You know I only got a C, and you know I only got a C in the science class.
Yeah, well, we're mostly subterranean dragons, so we're definitely not adapted for such things. But some of the other species, like the silver ones and the red ones that particularly love those high mountains, they can handle those really thin high mountain peaks where the air is there's no air up there.
Right.
Personally, I don't like air that's so thin I could use it as a sword.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm just gonna have to try. Well, yeah, I can imagine that. Gonna have to.
Plus, it's very cold there, and then you can hear the auditory shiver,
Yeah.
horribly cold up there.
Well, I imagine. Well, I can imagine that, but I've never. All I know is I'm thankful to finally have a place I can. I can dim the lights a bit. I don't know how other people stay above ground so long during the daytime.
Or live in those equatorial bands where it's hot and bright all the time.
Ugh, you're
For
telling
reference,
me.
if you do double check your map of dragons, all of the cartel holding areas are in northern places
Yeah.
for the most part, like Iceland and southern Norway and southern Sweden, places that get dark for half the year.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's like, I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine that. It's just, good lord, that is loud. But it's keeping things on a bit of a down low. Trying to be a bit more careful with my word choice. Don't know who's listening. Very clear. Like, even that was in Thieves' Cant. Like, even in Thieves' Cant, that's still code for, yeah, I'm probably being watched. Which is why he's trying to not be stupid specific, but he's also, he's calling because he has to. He's like, I got to know stuff. I got to know what I'm working with. Because the big man wants us to do a mission. Come on. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Unless there's anything more Ma needs to tell Alcar, he'll sign off. Because other than that, he's got no real updates. Because from like yesterday.
Yep.
Other
I think
than his current location.
that's all the stuff she has to tell you with regards to that stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Other than his current location, but like.
Your current location is somewhere over the Pacific between Hawaii and North America.
Yeah. So he tells her the route they're taking. Effectively, effectively there's not, because he's aware he's being actively watched right now. He's trying to keep things as brief as he can. So he's not being too suspicious. In fact, I imagine he probably broke this conversation up for a couple of calls.
Yeah.
To make it seem less suspicious, like making him seem less like a shady dealer man and more like he's just a sweet boy who loves checking in with his ma. Like, hey, how's the weather? Maybe even mixed in some actual local family gossip, like what's what's legit going on with the family, like oh Clarice had a kid. Oh, that's wonderful to hear. Stuff like that. It's so it's like, yeah, so he probably broke that up a couple of times, but he's trying to keep things a bit on the down low because he's being actively watched. And trying to make it seem less like a shady dealer and more like he's just a boy who checks in with his mom. He's a sweet boy. I think Alcar put it best on his last phone call with his mom, which was he's got as long as he's being actively watched by the Arbiter of Bahamut, he's got to play like a little, he's got to act like he's a freaking altar boy. So yeah. Other than that, yeah, Alcar's mostly just putting threads together and seeing about getting some stuff together for when they make landfall. But
eventually,
anyway.
you reach your cruising altitude of 15,000 feet.
I will be back. Yikes.
Over your ship intercom, like not really intercom. Actually, we'll just say Higgins says it when he comes down to get food. And like, by the way, we are at altitude, so anytime you venture out onto the deck, make sure you have some sort of breathing thing, because a crystal in the open air will not be enough. At some point, you probably look in the manual to reference the breathing apparatus, and you come to the disappointing conclusion. Let's see here. That what's it? Let's see. That the specialized like SCBA kind of mask, they are not carried on the ship. It's in this note. Type 1 canisters may be fitted with a specialized mask to use as an air supplement for high-altitude exterior operations. Requires specialized fitting at any licensed Aetherite vendor. Legal disclaimer. The Silent Nebula is not sponsored or endorsed by Aether Arcana Nautical Supplies, trademark.
Oh. That's not good.
Wait, sorry, what was it?
To go out on the deck, there's a specialized mask that you can fit a Type 1 canister in to basically use it like an SCBA.
Yeah.
But the specialized mask requires custom fitting
Oh, I see.
at any licensed Aetherite vendor. Legal disclaimer. The Silent Nebula is not sponsored or endorsed by Aether Arcana Nautical Supplies.
I see.
Well, looks like we're not getting specialized fitting anytime soon.
There'll probably be an Aetherite vendor at the port when you land on if you want to pick one up to have for future voyages.
How the heck do you even fit one for a mouth on a book?
I'm back.
Oh shoot! Okay, so yes, I think like a funny parallel is like when Alcar is taking off like his jacket and putting on the hook. Was it Morthain is just taking off the entire puppet and hanging on the hook, and the piece lays on the bed.
I love to imagine that it's like that this is clipped together in a way where, you know, it first shows Alcar doing the perfectly understandable hang up his coat, hang up his outer coat, hang up his inner coat, hang up his hat, you know, reasonable stuff, maybe loose his tie a bit. And then it just shows Morthan just put the book down, and then the book hangs the whole guy on a hook. How peaceful are you, Morthan?
Well, with the snoring going on during the night, I guess Morthan will just get the pillow and then just put it on top of him, which covers him, which I think suffocates him from both sides now.
And that is how we found Morthan dead the next morning.
Becomes just another ordinary book.
Okay, if I'm being honest, we all thought, if I'm being honest, like we probably didn't notice Morthan was missing for a couple days, and then we were like, "What the hell's that smell?" And then we looked in, we were like, "Oh, oh, I thought it was too quiet." It was too quiet to be true. He was so young, probably. Probably. I don't actually know how long he'd been sentient. Anyways, what else is Bookman up to?
Let's see. Well, other than sleeping, it's like Sorry, this entire time I'm coming up with like freaking weird thoughts about like, oh, is Morthan reading a book? Is that like, what is that considered? It's like if he was a human.
People watching?
Right, but it's watching people without covers.
Like it's the people because like obviously with such an alien person it's probably perfectly fine, but like if we were to try to anthropomorphize it, it would be the equivalent of just someone laying on a bed and you're just studying every iota of them.
Is writing just tattoos?
For you,
Mhm.
maybe.
Yeah.
Sorry, these are weird thoughts coming into my head. It's like as a book. It's
You
Mhm.
are in perfect company for absolutely insane, intrusive thoughts.
book exploration.
I
Are
freaking
there?
rickrolled my brain rickrolled my own ass at work. I mean, it's like I don't know why it just got stuck in my head. I was less than pleased.
Well, judging that I don't think a singular mask can actually fit Morthan, I think he's just kind of stuck in his room until the voyage ends.
You don't think a singular what?
A mask could fit his face, because
Oh
he's a
yeah,
book.
yeah. You'd need an air bubble.
Custom fit of custom fits.
Live inside the gas tank.
See, it ends at that point when you either just get into the pocket of one of your pals while I know just hold a canister next to you, or I guess you put yourself in the canister and one of the bigger ones.
Yeah. There is nothing actually stopping you from wandering around the entire lower decks of the ship.
Yeah,
It's really the main deck that's off limits.
yeah. While you're above 10,000.
Right. Hmm.
For the time being, I'm gonna have Alcar standing next to Vermithrax. Actually, no,
I'll
right
say
there.
when
Give her
you
pets on the
you
snoot.
awaken before you head down to the cargo hold to check on your beastie. You smell the smell of a, a stew in the morning.
Ah,
Well, Higgins is in the galley making soup.
oh, okay. Well, check
He's
on, check on
humming.
check
Yeah.
on Vermithrax. Give her a little pat on the snout. Maybe maybe a bit of maybe a bit of scritches behind the ear scales. right behind the horn. Yeah,
The
yeah,
air
okay.
is slightly cooler in the cargo hold. You don't
Yeah.
know if that's a side effect of there being, a refrigerated cryo room on the same floor, or the altitude, or a combination. It is a little bit cooler down here in the cargo hold.
Yeah. It's like hope you yeah, looking roughly healthy. What would that be? Animal handling?
If you're just checking for health, you could make a medicine check.
All right. I mean, Alcar's not great at that, but we'll see how he do. I just realized I probably did a private GM roll earlier.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah, you did.
is.
Ah, well, it's fine. I rolled a 12 earlier, and I
Mhm.
rolled lower this time.
11. Yeah, it is in average health. Good health.
Looks fine to me.
Equinox wakes up and smells the cooking and just
Mhm.
kind of wanders towards the galley. What
Like
specifically does it
full
smell like?
Uh,
full on lifted by the nostrils,
No, not
by the
completely, but
smells.
still like
uh,
noticeably like smelling it.
Yeah.
just a hearty stew with some chunks of, we'll say, beef roast, potatoes, carrots, some other vegetables, seasonings, part of an onion.
Yeah. Equinox
You
kind
also
of
hear the faint cries of Commodore Fluffington as he likes having he's getting some of the table scraps.
Commodore gets the first picks.
Not the
Mhm.
onion scraps, I hope.
No, but like the meat scraps. like a piece of fish
Yeah.
from fish barrel. Oh, also, Solstice would have noticed when he went cryo room the previous day, there are several more fish and meat crates and so forth in the cryo room because Higgins is definitely doubling it as a commercial freezer.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He's like, why not?
I mean,
It's
you'd be
here
stupid not
anyway.
to.
It's running, and either way, might as well use it.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be stupid not to.
Yeah, so there are some frozen provisions also kept on board the vessel
Yeah, Equinox.
because you have a -70 deep freeze.
Yeah, Equinox stands at the door and kind of pokes her head in.
Oh,
Like she doesn't
Lord.
like say anything at first. She just pokes her head in.
Mhm.
Which direction is Higgins facing?
He is facing the wall because he's chopping some stuff
Yeah.
on a cutting board, but he would have heard the door open.
Oh yeah, duh, the door is
Lord,
open.
and- yeah.
It's not a. I imagine like on many levels, like the only thing he really spent all his money on was making sure all the stuff works properly. But stuff like door hinges squeaking, that doesn't matter.
He's more concerned of does it seal.
Yeah. If it squeaks, it's fine.
It works.
I'll buy a flagon of oil later.
Mhm. Mhm. As long as it opens, shuts, and seals, it's fine.
Well, I mean, now that I've said flagon, now I just imagined him just being like, "All right," and he just takes the oil and then he just drinks it.
No. He goes to that specialized port to hit up one of his pals, Spelljammer. It's like, hey, I need you to go to one of the more modern spheres and get me 2 cans of WD-40. Funny ask stupid question.
And then they give him it in a flagon, and he forgot what he was asking for.
Oh,
and he
hey, there's
drinks
Maddie.
that too. Hey, Mads.
Yo.
You are aboard the Silent Nebula,
We put
an
you to bed.
airship sailing vessel.
You
You
are
had a
You
hard-
are
aboard a
15,000 feet. Normally, because everyone but you has to breathe, you shouldn't go out on the deck without a special air mask using the special aetherite crystal containers that you open up, and the crystal does a reaction to give you breathable air, but you don't have to breathe, so
Nope.
you are
Yeah,
the
you're-
special.
Yeah,
I'm special.
Yep.
you looking fine with your whole not needing to breathe thing.
Yep.
We've
currently
just sort of been role playing you. We've just sort of been pretending that you're just that Laurent's just been like, oh, cool, because of the whole we're flying thing.
You're on a
Yeah.
sailboat that is hanging from a balloon.
Oh yeah, he's definitely up on the deck, just checking everything out.
Yeah.
You had a hard time sleeping last night because Solstice laying on the floor was snoring really loudly.
And your critters are in the cargo hold. Also in the cargo hold, there is an airlock to a cryogenic storage room where the tank for the helium gas for the balloon is stored. The cryo room is refrigerated to -70 F. The cryo tank is refrigerated to 70 K and pressurized over 350 atmospheres. In a word, don't touch it because it's the temperature of liquid nitrogen and the pressure of 400 times the normal atmosphere.
But yeah, Equinox pokes her head in and just, it smells really good.
Why, thank you. Stew for breakfast should be ready in about 20 minutes. No, Commodore. No, Commodore. I already gave you 2 snacks. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. He wags a finger at the Tresson.
The stupidly adorable the disgustingly adorable creature.
I love Trisms.
He's got that cat like look of innocence, like I want treats. Like, no, you already had 2 pieces of fish.
Yeah.
No.
disgustingly adorable. Alcar is currently below deck checking on Vermithrax,
Mhm.
who is looking particularly sinister today.
Solstice is probably still
As
snoring.
she should. She bonded to Alcar.
You have another 8.5 days of voyage. What do? You have a week of downtime because you're on a ship.
Yeah. Like I said, I broke my Alcar definitely broke up his conversations with Ma probably through the week.
Yeah.
Just because again, we're being watched.
I don't think there's really anything the dragons can do.
I mean, I'm currently doing some training with my dragon, getting her to understand commands.
Well, I was meaning my characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you were working on a wood carving.
Oh yeah, Solstice was working on that.
Yep. So you have plenty of free time to work on that.
Yeah, Solstice will work on the wood carving.
20 minutes later, Higgins will come out with a pot of soup and go into the common room. And he tells everyone that there is a stew for breakfast for those interested.
Thank you kindly.
Solstice wakes up to that and heads over, kind of still sleepily. He clearly didn't sleep well.
He sort of like drags him with like the bags under his eyes. Higgins is like, what happened to you?
I don't think they've ever slept just on the ground.
I have a few times, but I'm used to hanging upside down by my tail. That is, sorry, that sounded weird.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, you're gonna have to. Well, once you get to a certain size, you're gonna have to get used to it.
you're still small enough. One of the cruise quarters should work. If not, I know there's room down in the hold next to your other reptilian compatriots, friends, animals, critters, whatever you want to call them.
Well, I mean, Vermithrax is being an absolute peach. Trying to teach her a couple tricks while we're up here. Hope it don't rock the boat too much.
To avoid any big rocking motions. Also,
it's not like I'm trying to. Well, it's not like I'm trying to teach her to roll over or nothing. Yet.
Shouldn't be too much of a problem as long as you don't disrupt the weight balance of the ship too much.
Yeah, I'm more worried about her setting fire to the place.
Yeah, that would also be a bit of a problem. So because
Well,
as
I
he
mean-
gestures to the window and you see clouds,
Yeah.
you do not
Well, I
see the
mean-
ground or the water.
I mean, the rest of y'all be fine. The rest of y'all won't be fine. I'd be fine. He's gesturing to his wings. He's like, I'd be fine. It'd take me a while to get anywhere remotely resembling land or civilization, and I'd probably be out at sea for a couple weeks, but I'd be fine. By the way, is Morthan still just raw booking it, or are you puppeteering again?
No, I'm currently puppeteering. It's like I'm no longer in a room that's just by myself.
Oh, okay.
We're doing this in a common space, which means, yes, sure, I could like just freaking raw book it, but then it would look weird for everyone involved. And if it looks weird,
Mhm.
I mean, I understand your character's thought process, but I also can't help but think about our group's dynamic of like, and not this character group. I mean, like us as a gaming group, our dynamic of if it looks weird, all the better.
I don't.
Yes.
I don't think we've had a completely normal party ever. I mean, we've had parties where one or two characters were normal, but not where everyone was normal.
Curse of Strahd was the closest we got. I'm pretty confident.
Yeah. Okay, so
Because
one time.
yeah. Like, and even then, one of our characters turned out to be Bahamut.
Yeah.
Like, that was the closest we got. And then, like, one of our characters to turn out to be Bahamut, and another one turned out to be an absolute. It turned into an absolute monster that we still need to do something about.
At some point.
I mean, that's a future Joey problem. I'm not worried.
You all have a good breakfast of beef stew and some fruits. He makes sure every single one of you have some sort of citrus because he's not going to have scurvy on his vessel. It's like you can have your choice of oranges, lemons, or limes, but you're going to have one of them because I'm not having no scurvy on my boat.
Yeah.
Laurent's having all of them. He doesn't need it, but he'll have them all.
Yeah. Look. So, Laurent, now that you're not quite as stunned, what's
Oh shoot! I don't even think more than
what's
needs
going on
tonight.
with you?
He doesn't have any gums, or teeth. He's a
He's
boy.
just inhaling it.
Mhm.
He's like
He
a
doesn't
dog
care
that doesn't
which
chew
one
his
you-
food. It just inhales it.
Scarfs it down. He doesn't care which of the 3 different kinds you choose, but he's like, but you will have at least one a day.
Hmm.
I'm not having no scurvy on my vessel.
Did you know that humanity created lemons? You see, they are a mixture between bitter oranges and citrons. So, life did not give us lemons. We invented it.
Did you know actual oranges aren't orange? They're green. They only turn orange when they're brought to colder climates and they're exposed to cold weather.
Hey,
Is it like tomatoes?
Hey, Brad, that's fascinating, but that's Morthan's job.
Yes, I'm the strange knowledge person.
Look at me. I'm the autistic info dumper now.
Yeah, no, because I'm like, listen, well, all of us in this group love to disgorge whatever fun facts we have, but like, unfortunately, we're gonna have to pump the brakes on it, not because of like courtesy or role playing or sake of time. No, it's because it's Morthan's job to do that.
My job. No one's going to upstage me.
He worries about the fun facts. I worry about the money. Okay, so we can.
It's all about the money.
Yeah. Also, trying to see if we can't pin us killing a whole group of Death Legionnaires on a local government. That seems like a really good idea, actually.
I will
just
say,
so you, yeah.
Go ahead.
Just so you know, Maddie, the main reason is because we already get enough heat from the Death Legion from your character existing.
Hi.
Meanwhile, but so you know, if they found out that we're the ones who busted up their listening outposts, they're going to be coming after us in further force. So it would make more sense to try to pin this on a local government that currently hasn't actually done anything about them.
You know what? That sounds great.
Yeah, because that means we'll be. Granted, Alcar hasn't actually discussed that with anyone yet. He's trying to keep everything on the down low for the moment, trying to come up with a better way to say that to the rest of the group. Because like how to be shady without seeming shady.
Mhm.
Alcar's fun because he's a balancing act.
Yeah. At some point, you will see
Equinox?
Higgins in true hippo fashion take an entire a whole melon and just pop it in his mouth, and then hippo jaws.
Out of curiosity,
Crunch.
Yeah.
which citrus fruit are present?
Orange, lemon, and lime.
I see. Okay. I was gonna make a funny joke if one of them was a grapefruit, but well, probably a not funny joke actually. But anyways,
A sexual joke.
no. I was
What?
gonna make a joke. I was gonna make a joke about Equinox saying that her demi-dragonness means she can't have grapefruit because Equinox
Because
is
of
actually
antidepressants?
no
It
No,
inhibits
then what?
no
The
because
grapefruit technique.
it's a joke because Equinox is trans and HRT means you can't have grapefruit.
HRT and antidepressants and antibiotics and there was like 20 different drugs I had to learn for farm this term, and all, that had do not take with grapefruit.
Oh yeah, it's like, what is it? There's like I can't have grapefruit either if I take what is
Because
it?
of your anti-gout.
Yeah, anti-gout medication.
Yikes. I guess I never realized how many things grapefruit just
When in
absolutely.
doubt, don't eat grapefruit if you're on meds, because the enzymes in the grapefruit deactivate the drugs.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
don't
thought
like
it was gonna
grapefruit
be.
anyway, so it don't matter to me.
I mean,
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
pretty
like
sure
grapefruit either.
I mean, I like
I
grapefruit.
really liked that grapefruit that they had in the honeycombs commercial. It looked really good. Of course, we're now talking about something that happened like back in freaking 2005, but
Oh wow!
they haven't made those since then, I think.
Rolling the years.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I like grapefruit, but I don't have it very often. You gotta. I don't
Well,
buy
yeah, it's
fruit
like,
as often as
what
I
is it?
should.
Well, no, it's just like one of those peculiar fruits, like dragon fruit, or along those lines of just fruit that exists, that are in your market, that not a lot of people eat, and they're just kind of there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
starfruit.
That too.
Yeah.
Or durian, but durian's more of a special case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyhow, what has Laurent been up to? What does Laurent want to get up to?
Uh, he mainly just wants to sit up on the deck, just watching everything go by. He's so fascinated that he's flying.
Mhm.
And can actually walk around and not hang on for dear life on the back of a dragon.
Yeah.
Do you go on the forecastle, the aft castle, the main deck, or the crow's nest?
It's advised against being in the crow's nest.
Yeah, he doesn't want to go on the crow's nest.
Mhm.
He thinks he's gonna like tip it over, but
Well, it's not just
he's
that, but
probably not going
we were
to,
told
but like
during our
There's a specific warning light you have to watch to make sure you don't get shocked.
yeah.
we were given specific pre-flight safety instructions, and and one of the things was that the crow's nest basically has a lightning rod.
Yeah.
Crow's
Oh,
nest,
it'd be
all
even worse with
far
him right
ends,
there.
all of the
But yeah.
mast tips, various points along the dirigible. There are lightning rods, but the entire center layer of the dirigible envelope is an electroconductive lattice.
Yeah, he's not going up there anyway. He's oh gosh, where would he go? He would
You
be
can go
like
on the foredeck, the main deck, or the aft castle.
he'll be up front.
Yeah. Oh, there was
Or
one
back
other
to
thing
the-
in the safety briefing, and that was down here next to the.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting the word. There's a thermal vent there, so during descent procedures, don't stand there, because if they have to vent the fire gland heat sink, you will get burned, either from a dry heat hot air burn, or if they have to do pulse venting, then burned, because there'll be jets of fire coming out of the dragon figurehead.
Yeah, he'll stay away from that. He'll just be like right over here.
Nope.
Alcar's mostly staying. Just so you know, Mads, Alcar's mostly staying indoors because he's a
Oh yeah, that's fine.
dirty, rotten cave dweller.
Also, Laurent, right there, you'll notice there's a small panel with several crystals of different colors, and it says a thermal control system,
Woo!
thermal control panel.
I
Interesting.
will also.
Are
I
there
will-
buttons then?
No, they're just like indicator crystals. One of them. Let's see what else on the thermal control panel. I need to pull up this other file. I can compare between the two. Okay. There is a. There is one with an I right next to it, one with an H next to it, and one with a C next to it. The C the crystal at C is colored orange. The H crystal is blue, and the I crystal is light blue.
Ooh, he wants to press the light blue one. He's gonna like
You
touch
push it.
the.
Nothing
Yep.
happens. You feel a tap
like-
of solid crystalline material.
He'll like Jimmy with it, or yeah, he'll like try to move it, like do something.
I heard a die roll.
Highs or
Not
lows?
looking-
Let's do a low.
Oh boy.
As you fill with the crystal indicator, a small spark of electricity from the fact that it's connected to a lightning gland supercapacitor shoots out and zaps you. You take 2 lightning damage as you get shocked by
Well, that was a new
live wire.
sensation for Laurent.
Ooh, that felt nice.
I think it's happening.
I
I'm
will
gonna go
say-
for another one. I'm gonna go for the blue one. What do you do?
Everyone else minding their own business, trying to get some rest. Laurent actively trying to electrocute themselves.
I will say, Equinox is like politely eating with a spoon. Solstice just sticks his whole face in the bowl.
Higgins returns to his quarters, but Fluffington will remain down where you all are. He flops down on the table.
Equinox like looks around at everyone else. Don't give him any of the soup. I saw Higgins putting onion in it.
The cat does not seem interested in the soup at all. He just flops down on the table and starts licking his foot. In that way cats do, that when they just decide that, nope, I'm sitting here.
Yeah. Wasn't planning on it. Well, now that I'm done eating, I'm gonna go do some more training with the Vermithrax.
As a war drake, it understands Draconic inherently.
Yes.
It is intelligent enough. It understands that. It cannot speak because it is not a true dragon.
Yeah. But I'm getting her getting her to get making sure we has an understanding between us. Because obviously the two shady because obviously Captain Shady here needs to have his shady his equally shady looking muscle.
Is there anything specific you're trying to train the war drake for, or is this just generic like animal bonding kind of stuff?
More or less generic animal bonding kind of stuff, like I'm effectively trying to get myself in a position where it would not only make sense for Alcar to be able to tell her what to do, but also if I need to, but also have a pretense for if I need to have her do more specific things that I can have her do it. Things like, say, I don't know, like if I just want her to hold a guy or something, that she could totally do that. But yeah. Other than that, that's just all I'm currently doing.
You three have ward drinks. Also feed them periodically because we have to do that.
Yeah.
Unless there's anything specific you wish to do during your Solstice, you were going to work on that whittling thing. You can make
Yes.
a whittling check.
That was dexterity, right?
That sounds about right. You make no progress.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Actually, Equinox has guidance. That's a 9.
Yeah.
You make half as much progress as you wanted to, but you do make some.
Nice.
Is there anything anyone else wishes to do for the next 8 days? As you sail over North America and then into the Atlantic.
Directly into the Atlantic? That's not very good.
Must sail into the. We're gaining a lot of altitude. We're gaining a lot of altitude. Like that's a lot of altitude. Where are we going? And it's like, Higgins, we're going to the moon.
15,000 is your soft cap. You can go higher for short terms if you need to go around certain weather patterns, as detailed in Section 4 of the crew manual. But without upgrades, 15,000 is your cap for transit.
That's when we find out Higgins isn't actually as good of a sailor as he said, when he just says he's like, this is my ship, we go where I say we go.
We are going to steal the moon.
I don't know. Not quite as iconic as joking about Hephaestus knocking his head against things. I don't know what it was about that character that made me just constantly imagine him sustaining head trauma. Hephaestus, no, you don't have a burrowing speed. The hell I don't! Smashes head first into a wall. So, yeah.
You have 6 uneventful day. 7. Uneventful
I'll be right back.
days as you fly east.
Fly in an easterly direction and get the
along a great circle from Hawaii to Portugal, because air travel and naval travel and spheres.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
I've returned.
Oh.
Alcar, one of the days when you're looking out your window, back on day 7, you
okay. Let me move to there.
spot,
there we go.
Or one of either your crew window or the common area window, one of the windows, one of the portals or the cargo hold. There wouldn't be windows down there. One of the windows, you spot a small flock of what is it here? Which of these high altitude birds? Of vultures. Actually, no, mallards. Let's make them mallards because you're still over the North Americas. just flying in a direction. They're migrating. Kind of odd, because you're actually looking up at them, and you're a very high ways up.
Is there anything at all below us?
As you look down, you see the way down. You see the vague greenish brown splotches of the southeastern U.S. in summer.
Yes.
I'm gonna go find the
the
captain.
Everglades and Company.
Higgins is
Wanna
in
go-
his quarters.
His quarters, which annoyingly are only accessible from the outside.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like, go from here to here. So it's
Yeah.
like just whoop.
Yeah, so he's gonna go over like, hey, Captain,
Yes.
what's our current altitude?
He looks over at a panel. 14,988 feet.
Cool. So there's birds flying overhead.
He looks out a window. Oh, indeed. Flock of mallards. They're flying low. They usually fly up about 21,000 when they're migrating. Huh. How interesting.
We've been having a lot of weird weather lately.
Oh.
Come on, if you've been around, you've heard of it. The hurricanes, but
Yeah, I've been
typhoons,
hearing some interesting tales. Blizzards and volcanoes and superstorms and the like.
Tales they ain't. They're happening. Saw a couple of them myself.
Well, we'll just have to keep a closer eye on the weather patterns to make sure we don't have to do anything too. And he puffs out on his pipe. Drastic.
Yeah.
You see him grab a spyglass and his pressurized suit as he dons it, and he trundles out onto the deck.
I don't know enough about these birds.
And then he comes up here, and he basically just looks around, checking for bad weather.
Yeah.
After he seemingly is satisfied, he returns to his quarters.
All right. I'm gonna go tell Morthan about the birds. Hey, Morthan,
Yep, what's up?
what do you know about mallards?
Mallards, the duck.
The duck.
What do you know about them?
The thing
What
I
do you
have
wanna know
from Google
about?
is just simply that they're documented at altitudes of 21,000 feet for migration.
So this
Migrating waterfowl are known to fly at high altitudes.
Yes. Well, some of them have green heads. Of course, it depends about which version of a mallard you're looking at.
Well, we got some flying above us.
Then that should be kind of normal. What altitude are we at the moment?
15,000. Migrating waterfowl are known to migrate at up to 20, 21, 22,000.
Yes. That should be normal. Of course, they are a bit closer than anticipated.
Basically, if you were on the same altitude, you would crash into each other because you're going in different vectors, different directions. But because
Okay.
there's several thousand feet of vertical distance, you will cross over each other with no collision.
Well, I mean, hey,
Yeah.
Brad, you can't blame me for not trusting birds in this campaign.
I know. I have given you the avian PTSD.
You've made it very clear that birds are not trustworthy in this game. I don't trust birds.
I have no idea what you could possibly mean. It's not like you've seen birds that are named Wraith, Sorrow, Stormbringer, Reaper, Phantom.
I had a terror bird for a rental for a while.
That too.
So yeah, we're gonna.
I mean, we
just
haven't
try to-
seen like any weird ones, have we?
Other than those giant eagles, no.
Other than that albatross and that one other bird that was following us.
No, I mean like outside right now.
Oh, outside right now? No, it's a flock of migrating mallards at a few thousand feet above you.
All
Okay,
right.
so what is this? Well, just checking with
Well,
the
I just needed to check. But we're not having good experiences with birds lately. Can't remember the last. Can't remember the last time we've had any good experience with birds.
Well, there was that one that we ate like a few days ago.
Yeah, and it was unseasoned.
Oh.
It lacked salt.
Yeah. uh, good. I love it when I can have perfectly ordinary things make me insanely suspicious. This is gonna bug me all week. I guess if there's nothing to be done about the birds, I guess there's nothing to be done about the birds.
Not yet. I mean, if you want, we can shoot them down from here.
Hey, I don't know. If they're not familiars, I wouldn't do it.
Well, I hear that duck is a delicacy in many places.
What, you want to... I'm pretty sure they flew away already. You want to try to catch them from here? I ain't flying out there.
Oh yeah, we have to go outside, don't we?
I ain't going out there. That's that whole not able to breathe thing isn't fun.
Yes.
Well, just keep an eye out. If anything weird happens, let me know.
Gotcha.
And thus endeth the current saga of being freaked out by birds.
Until next
Stay,
episode.
stay tuned for next episode when we inevitably get attacked by vultures.
For more conspiracies about the bird Illuminati.
Oh, don't even get me started.
They're poisoning the water supply.
I'm convinced those birds are involved.
Why do you always see them by sources of water?
Oh no, I'm like being dead serious. I'm convinced those birds are involved with the main plot somehow. I just can't confirm. I just can't prove it. Like that's a full tinfoil hat theory. I have no proof, but I know in my heart of hearts. I know the truth.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I'm gonna do for the rest of the trip.
Unless there's anything else you wish to do. You make it to the last day and you begin lowering down
All right.
as Higgins informs you. You're still several hours out.
Yeah.
Quite a long way out. Let me see here. Trying to find my notes on descent times. Let's see here. Okay, so 3. Oh, I don't have specific times. Oh, lovely. I have times for going up but not going down. Well, I'll assume it's the same rate as going up.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's a safe assumption.
yeah. Because it's just inverse.
More or less. Maybe maybe like a couple minutes longer to try to get to try to not harumph the landing a bit, but
Yeah. So that's for static fill and climb. Okay. He first spend it's like early morning when he starts to take you down. Eventually, as you're inside, you see the pressurizing light switch from orange, meaning the system is active. It goes yellow as you hear the fans slow down, and then it goes green as you hear a thwomp as the air intakes shut. And slight breeze on the interior stops.
looks like
You have returned to 10,000 feet altitude, and the ventilation system has cut off.
the air outside is breathable.
You can return to the outer deck.
Get my collect my coats and collect my suit jacket, my coat, my get myself all tidied up for outdoorsing. Get my go on out, see what's see how it's all looking, where our destination's looking.
Out in the distance, you can see land, but you still also have 10,000 feet to drop.
Yeah.
And you're moving. Here, you've come down to 10,000. No, that's the wrong document. This one. 10,000.
When Solstice steps outside, he stretches like a cat.
You are moving at around 12, 15 knots. For reference, if you were a regular galleon at sea level, you'd probably be going 8. If you were in a quote unquote high speed frigate at sea level, you would be going 14. So you're in a merchant cargo vessel going the same speed as frigates.
Yeah.
So for the vessel you're in, you're going pretty fast.
Yeah.
You gradually begin descent protocols, he calls out. And he does inform you, stand clear of the prow in case venting procedures are needed. As you descend, Laurent, you notice that blue light that didn't do anything when you tried to touch it next to the letter H turns from blue to green, yellow as you descend.
Ooh, I want to touch it again.
I do have to ask, were you like in the same spot this whole time?
Absolutely, yes. He wanted to see if any of them change or do anything.
You did notice the one that was cyan. When it was cyan, it pulsed like off and on and off and on.
Ah,
And then
yeah, that's the one that attacked me.
Yeah, and then after some time, it would switch back to blue, like darker blue, and it would go steady for a while.
Ooh.
And then it would go back to cyan pulsing, and then it would go back to blue. I is the Frostgland cooling status, and it was oscillating back and forth between steady state and normal cooling cycle. You know, the way your refrigerator just randomly kicks on periodically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, except now it's purple pulsing.
Oh. He's gonna poke that one.
Oh, that's the same one that shocked you. The one
Yeah,
that
he's gonna poke
shocked
it
you
again.
that you saw go back and forth between light blue and blue is now purple.
Yeah, he wants to poke it again. He wants to move it again.
And then let's see here. I also said that the one that's numbered letter C is orange.
Has it always been orange, or was it yellow?
No, it was green for a while.
It was green.
Now
Oh.
orange.
Oh, and he wants to hold that too.
Um,
Every time they change colors, he's going to like go
Okay.
for it.
You're effectively poking a piece of magic quartz that has an electrode going through it.
Yeah, he's gonna like try and move it and everything. Like, ooh, this is pretty. Do something.
Highs or lows?
Let's do highs this time.
I'm sorry, but I rolled in the complete opposite direction. You get shot the second time. You eventually, as you descend, you get down to about 2,000 feet. You can actually start to make out detail on water, on the land ahead, and Laurent, you notice that the light next to the letter H turns orange.
Oh.
And calls out, "Stand clear at the prow." He pulls a lever as you feel a rush of warmth as you suddenly start to see like a shimmering haze. You know, the haze that the hot air heat mirage has.
Mm-hmm.
As it comes out of the figurehead at the prow.
Solstice hops up onto this
Thermal
fence.
venting.
Solstice hops up onto the edge of this fence. So, Laurent, get down here.
Why?
Because you're gonna get yourself hurt.
How bad?
Dry heat burn. If they have to go to pulse venting when they hit the water, steam burn.
You're gonna get
If he has to
burned.
really hold the pulse vent, you might get a bad steam burn.
Burning really sucks. You don't want to be burned.
But I want to get one of these crystals. I've been waiting all these days.
He calls out, "Cleveland, in the ship, we need that to monitor the systems."
Do you have any extras?
He rolls his eyes as he mutters something
should've-
under his breath and gives
That's not an answer. I need an
along the
answer.
lines of course I have spare parts, you nitwit.
Alcar's just over here, and he's like, I probably should have told you, but I also figured you'd gather it by yourself. It's kind of an idiot."
He gives you a nod.
Baby.
Yep.
Just a baby.
If I'm being honest, I'm surprised it took this long for it to reach critical mass. That's he checks his non-existent magical watch. That's a new record, actually.
Well, at least it's only the thermal panel. It was the mesh control array up Crow's Nest? Well, let's just say that we had a crew member one time who was. Well, what was he? I think he was a human or an elf or something like that. I can't quite remember. Because you see, what happened once he got the panel open is that several megajoules of stored supercapacitor energy grounded straight through him, and he sort of. I think he does an explosion hands, as basically like, yeah, the guy blew up from being jolted by a sudden discharge from a lightning gland supercapacitor.
Oh, oh, eh, oh, that's not a
Horrible
way to
mess.
go.
Horrible, horrible mess. Think about
That's
getting shocked from the breath weapon of a blue dragon,
you're better off getting.
and
You're
instead of
better
it
off with
going
that
through the
attitude.
air, have just your two hands on the electrode ends of the gland as it discharges through you.
Solstice is gonna Solstice is actually gonna get a little angry. And I'm gonna use Solstice's intimidating presence to just, and he's just gonna yell, "Laurent, get down here right now! Don't make me come and get you!" And so I'm gonna make an intimidation check and use intimidating presence, so I have advantage.
Oh, lovely. As you are coming down, Higgins looks over at the monitor and goes, we must have picked up some extra heat somewhere.
There we go, dirty 20 on that intimidation check.
Lovely. Laurent, you need to make a wisdom saving throw DC 20.
I'm not gonna make it, but let's see.
Alcar, as you look over at one of the panels that Higgins has around him, you notice
Yes.
Yes, sir!
color.
And he's going to head back down.
You notice the color next to H is slowly changing back. It's wiggling basically between orange and red.
As he's
Higgins
about
goes,
to go away, he's going to grab it and just start trying to
Oh, Laurent, you also see H go back and forth between orange and red. As Higgins calls out, uh-oh, we're nearing thermal saturation. We must have picked up some extra heat somewhere along the way.
Oh, is someone packing heat?
Compression doesn't normally generate this much. You're down below 1,000 feet as he just reaches over and pulls out from a hidden compartment like a little like joystick with a thumb button on the top,
Yeah.
and he pushes the button. As you see a jet of flame erupt from the prow-mounted dragon head.
And yeah, Laurent is leaving, right?
Yes, he is.
We'll go ahead and move you. Actually, Laurent, do you actually like get jump startled as just suddenly flame starts jetting out of the front of the ship? Like you were seeing a hot haze,
And
but now
it's
this is like
whoosh.
He's like, ooh, that's cool.
Whoa.
Is that
Yeah.
supposed to be on fire?
he doesn't like press and hold it for long seconds. It's like comes out in bursts and pulses of flame, like like a 2-second burst, whoosh, and then he lets go, and then he does it again, and does it a couple more times. As you notice that red light turns back to orange, and then down to yellow.
Okay.
Good. So we should.
Yeah, but he's going down.
So,
And that is what happened. That, as he gestures to the front, is why we don't let anyone near the prow during descent protocols. As you touch down and you see big wafts of steam that have come up from the bursts of fire. He then returns the joystick to its hidden compartment and shuts the door. You're hearing Alcar hearing a small click, presumably a locking mechanism to keep that deactivated unless it's absolutely needed.
Well, what do they say? An unexciting voyage is a successful one.
Yep, something like that. As you
unless you're
set
looking,
into the water,
unless
you
you're one of
notice-
them madmen who look for trouble.
No, sir, I had my fill of that kind of excitement.
And more.
And I was on a
You're
ship
telling
that had
me, but
enough firepower to deal with that kind of excitement.
These days I feel like I'm one of those trouble finds me sort of people.
And you look up, the dirigible is still up there, but it's compressing. It's shrinking, but you are now, it has shrunk enough that you have insufficient buoyancy to remain airborne. So you are now on the water. Welcome back to sea level. As they call out, up ahead, you notice the outlines of a port. Oh, here we are. Just about ready to dock. I hope you
All
will
right.
anything you may have stored in your crew cabins.
I'll go.
No.
I'll go
make
make
sure-
sure everything's. I'll go make sure the pets didn't freak out on descent.
Gives you a nod, and he pulls out 3 pieces of paper, and he hands them to you. Customs forms.
Thank you very much.
We should be docking in about. He looks up ahead, and he pulls out a pocket watch. 90 minutes.
Yeah. Alcar would have already put his stuff away before the descent, just in case something insane happened and he needed to abandon ship.
You needed to bail. Okay. You. I presume you fill out your forms for your 3 drakes. Just
Yep.
Large lizard. There's one for each of you for your large lizards.
Our declared items.
Alcar's gonna get it started, and then he's just gonna kind of groan as he realizes he's gonna have to help Laurent through this. He's like, all right, let's see here. Laurent, get over here.
Okay.
Morthan, you too.
Then
Okay.
he'll head over.
All right, you're gonna have to sign your name here. Sign the name of your drake here. Sign the species, specific stuff, and he's just gonna label them through everything.
I mean, you worked in the legal office of a knightly order. You're familiar with this kind of paperwork.
Yeah, no, exactly. But he's still got that tone, like those people at the DMV who realize they're gonna have to walk somebody through filling out a form. He's just glad he doesn't also have to teach Laurent how to write.
Yeah.
We've already established Laurent can read and write.
You arrive at the port city. You hand in your papers, and given that this is a medieval time, there is no questions about things like, do they have their vaccines and all that. So,
What are you talking about?
you don't-
Vaccines? What are you talking about?
Yes.
You don't want them to have scarlet rot.
And
I
And you
do not have
especially
any
don't want,
advice.
and you especially don't want them to contract blood plague. Whole servers get wiped out with that shit.
Higgins bids you farewell and informs you that should you be needing a return voyage, he should still be here at this port for about a week or so as he works on finding the good markets for offloading cargo, seeing which are the best prices for new cargo, and doing all of that stuff.
If we end up needing your services again, we know who to look for.
He nods. He gives you the equivalent of his business card.
Yeah.
Solstice
I'll write
looks
that in
like
my inventory, actually.
Solstice looks like noticeably weary after the voyage. I forgot, why were we coming over here again?
Let me just finish. Higgins. But is that what?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
You can
Higgins.
mouse over to get his name, or you can just the name of the vessel is in the corner of the map.
Yeah.
The card reads Captain Aurelian Higgins, Master of the Silent Nebula.
Yeah.
And then
I
in
just wrote
slightly
down.
smaller text underneath it, it says, accompanied by Commodore Fluffington.
Yeah. I just wrote down Captain Higgins' business card.
Yeah. And then as a little signet next to his name is the nebular pulsar crest.
We are here because I'll remind you why we're here on the way. Does that sound good? Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, when we're not in a
crowded area.
Yeah, horrifyingly crowded area with listening ears. He's going to be like, all right, we are here because our good friend Hephaestus put us on that mission against the Death Legion. If you recall, over in this area, he's going to show the map, show where the Legion outpost is, not outpost, well, it is an outpost, where the listening outpost is.
Your map, you don't have like a specific location other than it's somewhere near the coast in Iberia.
Yeah, he's like, so we're looking for somewhere in this area. From this point of view, we got a few options. We got to take out this outpost. This listening post needs to be off completely. Nobody's reporting
your
anybody.
Criteria from Hephaestus were incredibly vague because he wants to see your approach, how you will do it, what sort of like rules of engagement you will set for yourself. So all he said is listening post, get rid of it.
Yeah, he tells us get rid of the listening post. Now he seems to want to gauge what kind of approach we have. Personally, I don't want to catch. I would rather not catch more heat from the Death Legion than we already got just by having our good buddy Laurent over there.
Laurent's gonna wave.
Because as much as I like having Laurent with us, the Death Legion tends to be a bit more on site than usual with us, just because they know who he is. And before you say anything, yes, I'm aware they're always on site about people.
We should check to see if their paperwork is in order, and then we can get them on, they haven't filled out the right paperwork.
Well, actually, I'm hearing the reason there's still an outpost out here. I heard that the reason there's an outpost out here is because we have ourselves an interesting political situation set up in the area.
Oh yes, the one with the Elf Queen.
Yes, the Elf Queen is currently in a bit.
She's dead.
Yeah, there's been a bit of back and forth with political power. Now we got a local government that is currently not exactly sanctioning these people, but they're not doing anything about them at the moment because they're trying to keep everything together.
It's kind of a slightly less anarchistic, immediate post-French Revolution kind of setup.
Yeah. I say what we do is now, while we could try to keep this all official-like with the scaled order and everything, I mean, we do have, and he pulls out the letter from Voldroff. We do have official sanction to do that. We also have official sanction to do things a different way.
Mm-hmm.
We could take advantage, because this is Alcar pitching his totally not shady idea to people.
Mm-hmm.
We take advantage of the current political landscape. Because it's not like we can make things worse around here. We could take out this outpost, and if the Death Legion comes looking to see who took it out, we could make it look like it was a hit done by the government. That
The government, local radicals. You would also know, just from the state of political collapse, that there are going to be multiple extremist and radical groups on all sides of the political spectrum with various agendas. So you can also use one of them as your scapegoat.
We could make it look like the locals did this. Like just a band of disgruntled local people just said finally enough and took their land back from them. We get rid of the Death Legion. The people around here don't have Death Legion knocking on their doorstep, and we don't have Death Legion actively looking for us. Because that's my main concern. We're already having enough problems with those guys. Now we're having to but we can't also be dealing with them wanting to actively hunt us down. Because right now I'm pretty confident they don't know about us. And given how widespread and terrifyingly violent they are, I'd like to keep it that way. Anyone have any objections?
Yes. But how do we make it look like it was simply the other people?
Well, that's where we get into a bit of subterfuge, don't we? What we gotta do is we gotta get more specific things. Maybe some local symbols and the like. Stuff that looks like the kind of thing that would incriminate the local people, that you'd also would expect to just get dropped in the heat of battle. Like pendants or maybe even a flag. We could even go as far as to actively scorch local militia symbols into the ground. Whatever we really got to do.
I might know a.
What is everyone's passive perception?
What
My
is
passive
passive perception?
15.
13.
15 and 13.
Laurent?
Oh, passive perception. Mine is 11.
Okay, so all of you notice this. As Alcar mentions, perhaps maybe a local militia group, you pass on a street, like a court board for various like job postings and so forth, out here on the docks as you're working your way into town. This is a good spot to get a lot of foot traffic as people come in and off of ships. Advertising for a local, uh, a local militia, right up. Like you know, it's kind of like those war propaganda recruitment posters. You know, come help stabilize the region, fight for your kingdom.
Alcar's like a local militia or something. Get burn the symbols, whatever we gotta do. Or would you look at that?
Equinox will Equinox has been looking around nervously like the whole time you've been here, by the way.
Yeah.
Like way more nervously than she usually looks.
Your group has gotten several like side eyes and concerning glances, but between the 2 dragons and the 3 war drakes, no one is bothering you.
Yeah. Like,
But
well, would you?
she's looking around like noticeably nervously. But when Alcar starts talking about like different symbols and stuff, she just like I might also know a few. Maybe depending on what kind of symbols that you need.
I need to check my note.
If it keeps the heat off our backs, I'm open to anything.
Yeah, whoever looks our way, Laurent's just gonna wave at them.
Don't get me wrong, I like getting paid, but I like staying alive more. And keeping the Death Legion from catching our scent is a good way to do just that. What'd you have in mind?
Well, my dad was an elf, so
Local?
I don't. I mean, I don't know where exactly he was from, but maybe. Out of character, Brad and I haven't decided that yet.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Well, seems a little. It seems a little too loose a thread. Can't immediately connect it. We don't have the kind of, unless I know exactly where it's from. We don't got the plausible deniability.
Right, because it could be they're like on the opposite side of like the region, and there's no way that they would hit this place.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Not a bad idea though. We'll keep that in the back pocket in case we need it.
Mhm.
But I mean, check out that recruitment poster. I mean, what do they say? When life gives you lemons, you set someone on fire with them.
I don't think that's the exact knowledge that is transpired from that, but you know what? Close enough.
It lists
My
a hunting lodge.
my uncle was a weird guy.
It lists the recruitment post lists a hunting lodge as
You even
the
have limits on the
site.
Underdark.
Hunting lodge is outside of town a good ways. Probably something best to head out for in the morning. That's because it's like midday, mid-afternoon. By the time you've landed, the ship docked, off the ship, through customs, and navigating the hordes of people on the docks of this large port city.
Yeah. Right. Now we need to. Most important, we're also going to need to figure out where that camp is. We can. I'll see what I can. I'll see what I can dig up. We'll meet back at the. Let's find an inn and we'll meet back there. If you need to do some local shopping, get it taken care of.
Mhm.
So we'll find an inn to stay at, and then we'll we'll separate Alcar from main party, as he definitely doesn't go do shady things. Definitely doesn't do shady things. He's like, I'm gonna go see about getting some information. I'll be back. Gotta keep things a bit down low. Too many people with war drakes come walking in. People I gotta talk to get a bit skittish.
Ah, makes
Um,
sense.
You find. You would need stabling for your 3 war drakes.
Ah, yes, we'll have to do that.
There's a stable next to the Blue Hyena Inn. It caters to mounted travelers coming through the area.
Also, what is the nearest order outpost?
You can look to see if there's one here in town, considering this is a port.
Okay. Because we could easily probably lodge at the order outpost if we need to.
Yep. Do you wish to look for an order outpost?
Why not?
Okay.
I mean, I have business with the order as well. I didn't. Don't think in all these long months I forgot about that security deposit.
Yeah. You
Them
find a
guys
city
owe me money.
directory. You find a city directory map. Make an investigation check.
All right, Alcar, this is
And-
literally your.
Yeah, and then because this is a map, you can use your investigator's magnifying glass on it if you wish.
Ah, yes. I forget what exactly that does.
Your special magic item.
I know what you mean. I just forget exactly what it does.
Yeah, no. I need to. I can magic. There we go. Also, Wyrms magic items. Investigator's magnifying glass. You have advantage on investigation checks when inspecting objects and searching for clues.
All right. Investigate advantage. Let's go. Oh, never mind. I need no advantage.
Oh, lovely.
Never mind.
Yes, you do find on the map a new addition, being a scaled order outpost. It's a small building, so you're not sure if it will have all the services you need, but it will definitely at least have some.
Well, if they're able to get me my deposit back.
They will more than likely have economic services, it's just you're not sure how much housing they will have, and if they have stabling.
Yeah. Well, I mean, worst case scenario, we can always get to a nearby inn, but I just want to make sure that if anyone has order business to take care of, we do that, because we haven't been in contact with an order outpost in a while. Might
Yeah.
also be good to file a report with them so that they know, yeah, we're still alive.
Mhm.
Oh, and it wouldn't be a bad idea to see if I can't get in contact with some of those people about some of them rumors I heard.
So you find the outpost on the map, and then you take the directions, and you do find they have a small outpost, like embassy sized,
All right.
small embassy. Who all besides Alcar is going to the outpost?
The dragons are going.
I probably shouldn't.
Why not?
Because, the armor.
But they are a member of the order.
Yeah, you have order.
Yes.
You have order.
Well, yeah, even
insignia
insignia is just,
with
the armor. and there's only like one. How many notable individuals that defected?
One.
One.
This one.
They can
Nothing
connect.
special.
Yes. I think someone can connect the dots here and realize someone, what is it? Someone from what is it? From Laurent's previous organization is going to be like, you know, I think I know who that person is.
Yeah.
Laurent, while in town, do you wish to buy a disguise or a disguise kit?
Yes!
Oh,
I would
Okay.
love to.
Would you like to just buy a generic disguise or a disguise kit?
I'll do a generic disguise. It's just going to be like those glasses with like the mustache on it.
Groucho Marx glasses.
You're like, I gotta get the, you gotta get the, you get a little bit of something to paint on your armor. It's like, no, this is my armor now. This isn't,
This
is
is
not
my
bad
armor.
guy armor.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get
My
the
armor.
funny glasses, a fedora hat, not unlike what Alcar wears, and a trench coat, and 2 small tins of paint of 2 different colors for a total of, we'll say, 6 silver.
6 silver? Oh, perfect.
Your description immediately made me think, what, are you trying to reinforce the buddy cop thing?
It's the classic glasses with the nose and mustache, and then the hat to
Yeah.
wear on the helmet, and a trench
Yeah.
coat, and then paint for the armor.
Yeah, I'm just picturing Laurent coming in with the hat, and it's just like, what, are you copying me? And Laurent's like, no. And then like,
No, I'm in
and then
disguise.
like we keep walking. Laurent turns around and sees Alcart turns around and sees Laurent wearing a duster now.
No, next time he talks to Laurent, Laurent's going to have his voice.
He's just like, it's just like,
Laurent's all like, it's a
Laurent, what are you doing?
disguise.
Hey, I'm walking.
Yeah.
It's a disguise. I'm not copying you. It's a disguise.
You come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding.
I'm not Italian.
It's like, oh, well.
Wrong
Yeah.
mob.
Yeah.
Wrong mob.
He's just like, like he's not sure if he should be offended that she thought he was that he thought he was Italian. Like, I'm not Italian. Also, what the hell's in Italy?
A very dangerous place with fire's wrath.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Now that you say that, it's totally understandable. They would create lantern shields over there. Because I don't know if you've ever heard of a lantern shield, but that thing is crazy looking, and it was made in Italy.
You enter
yes.
into the Order Outpost. And you show your insignias, and you are greeted. Welcome, knights. We do not get many of your station out here.
Really?
What brings you here? It is a new outpost. An experimental one, you might say, with all the political upheaval, testing the waters.
Alcar actively. Alcar is not going to outwardly say that he's about to make that worse, but he's definitely thinking it. It's like, well, you got communication services up and economics.
Yes.
Good, because number one, I'd like to. Well, number one, I returned to Terrorbird at a different. I had another Terrorbird return to a different outpost, and that was a rental. I wanted to. wanted to get the final turn-in checks taken care of.
Alrighty. He pulls up an arcane device.
So,
Yes.
I told it.
And then he's like, "Okay, I need your order ID number."
2358681.
He hits a couple of magical keys.
He's like, "Aren't you?" It's like, wait a minute, aren't you stationed like in Siberia? Not Siberia. I forget. It was
Headquarters station is in Poland.
yeah. Aren't you stationed in Poland?
Like, you're from. It says here you're from headquarters.
That I
You're a
am.
long way from head. What do you brings you all the way out here to our neck of the woods?
Well, I'm afraid. Well, I'm afraid that's a bit of an issue. So we'll have to keep that a bit on the. We're gonna have to keep that one a bit close to the chest.
Classified assignment. Fair enough. And yes, I am seeing here acknowledgement of return. So your deposit back. And he
I don't know how much that is.
he types a couple of keys. That is back in your account. Are you wanting cash? Well, he doesn't say cash. Coin.
I'll be cashing out with coin.
Okay. He hands you a purse with 30 gold pieces.
Beautiful. I had to get that taken care of because I literally messaged Brad about it earlier this week. I was like, by the way, don't think I forgot about that deposit you owe me.
Is there anything else I can do for you, Knight?
Actually, I want to see if I can't get in. Into communication with headquarters, if that's all right.
He nods and summons a squire who has the telltale insignias of being a scribe.
Right then. I'm gonna. Right then. Well, let me think about what I actually wanted to say real quick. It's
This time, you're not going to be using the entire outpost supply of black feathers, black ribbons.
Oh no, of course. That was no, of course. It's not like it's like updating that we made landfall in what's this port? I forgot it.
I give you a name, but it's Portuguese coast.
Yeah. We're in
Portugal.
hearing rumor. Hearing some rumors about. Heard some rumors about some order. Or no, wait, no. Trying to think of the exact specific. That's going to be a. Yeah, we got the update there. Debating on whether or not I need to tell them about the unsanctioned mission yet. Actually, I'm wondering if does this outpost have a teleportation circle?
Hold on a second. No.
Okay.
It's not a permanent one. It's not a permanent outpost yet, so they don't want to leave behind such things that you could use against them.
Yeah, fair enough. I just wanted to check because I was figuring with all this going on, it would probably make more sense for Alcar to go back to headquarters, talk to the people he needs to talk to, and then come back. So rather than have an incriminating ass paper trail.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But he
Um,
will get the appropriate ribbons so that they go to the right people.
Yeah.
Is gonna is
If I
like
got like
the
priority, but not extreme urgent.
yeah. Hearing some rumors about the we we had heard some rumors about about some act about certain order deployment activity. Is it anything we should be aware of or concerned about?
Mhm.
Basically, hey, heard you guys are doing something. Do we need to keep an eye out for something while we're doing stuff? Because we're gonna be gallivanting across across all the continents. So if we happen to be in the area, we might need to know what's happening.
You and Morthan would both just know inherently if Iron Fang plus his squad plus an entire battalion of his elite tribesmen were deployed, then it's like serious. We're sending in our best strike team that isn't council members.
Okay.
Levels of oh dear.
Yeah. Okay.
We just deployed Special Operations Commander and all his dudes with
Yeah.
him.
All right. So yeah, he's gonna
Or asymmetric warfare.
yeah. So he's gonna yeah. So he is gonna mention. He's like, I heard about some pretty significant troop movements. Is there anything we should know about? Given the importance of our mission. Basically, he's framing that, hey, I want to hear what's happening because if it interferes with what we're doing, it might be good to know now rather than later. So,
You
I
could
just
also
don't.
ask Ront what he knows about it, considering that's the area he left
Oh, that is
prior
true.
to their buildup.
That is true. Hey,
Get it from
Laurent,
the
I was hearing
enemy's
some.
perspective.
Hey, Laurent, I heard they're deploying some troops in the area you defected from.
Oh, that's not good.
Ront, you remember the bulk of Mortis's forces. So, like, the majority of the Death Legion itself, including Durgmir's Hand, which was a Death Knight that you saw in passing, never actually met or interacted with, and a lot of the elite Oathbreakers were all in that area, and they were all assembling and amassing for a major siege on Telmare. And they need such a massive, overwhelming force because Telmare is the last holdout territory of Vulcan, the gold great worm on the council on continental Asia. Also, Vulcan is one of the 7. So if they're going to strike one of his holdings, then they really need a lot of stuff, a lot of everything.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that's a Vulcan stronghold.
His last stronghold on the continent.
That's his last.
It's the
Vulcan
fallback
stronghold.
point.
Wow, that's
And the Order just deployed their best Special Forces commander and all of his dudes
yeah. So
pretty
yeah.
safe.
to keep that city from falling.
Right. Well,
Oh, it's gonna fall.
That's a numbers game.
That is true.
well, shit. Okay, that's yeah, he'll still send his he'll still send the message framing it the way he does because it seems like especially since, it does pertain to someone who they know he's in charge of.
Mm-hmm.
Anything he needs to be aware of. Honestly, honestly, the way I'm seeing it, it actually doesn't seem like there's a bad reason for them anyway that they wouldn't give him information.
And you're phrasing it in a way that unsanctioned mail carriers and so forth won't learn classified information.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So it's yeah. So it's gonna be yeah. So have that get sent out, and other than that, unless anyone else has something has business they have with the order, I am Alcar's going to go ahead and secure lodging, because I don't think that's what this place can provide, since you said
Nope,
it's more of an embassy than a
it is too small.
yeah. So go secure lodging, and then he's gonna go for his criminal contact get just criminal contact stuff, and get supplies, and also see if he can't get more specific information on the location of that Death Legion outpost.
Okay. You can get combined. They have a special at the Blue Hyena. The Blue Hyena Inn. They have a special for.
I was gonna say Blue Hyena. Is this an inn or a gang?
It's an inn. It's an inn. They have a special for room plus stabling. So they what's the word? Accommodate a lot of mounted travelers, couriers, merchants, knights.
All right.
So you can get a equivalent of like a hotel room for two beds plus stabling for 8 silver.
Oh, beautiful.
So you would need 2 of those, and then an extra 5 silver for the additional mount, because you have 3 mounts.
Who should front that cost?
So for the group combined, it totals to 21 silver or 2 gold, 1 silver.
I just pay it.
Okay.
The dragons don't have much they can buy, so
Yeah.
Much to spend money on.
yeah.
Yeah, and Alcar's got it's pretty clear Alcar's got an idea that he needs money for.
Equinox like looks through and gets out the exact right change for them.
I don't know. It's there's something funny to me about imagining Equinox pulling out a little coin purse and then just like popping it open and
Actually, question: is the person running the inn an elf? Brad?
Yeah, no, I had to. Okay, one second. I need to go here. I go here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes.
In that case, Equinox hands the money to Alcar and
That's an Eladrin specifically.
to Alcar to pay, and hides behind Solstice.
Specifically, it's an Autumn Eladrin.
I see.
well, all right then. He'll get the lodgings taken care of with a smile, and and yeah, so he's, and like he said earlier, he's like, all right, I'm gonna go see if I can't gather some information on some more information on locals going on, and I'll I'll meet back later.
As you step out into the evening air of the port, there's a faint commotion, but things are dying down now that it's evening.
Now, I gotta go. Now that I'm alone, I gotta go full criminal contact and get to go and go do some info grabbing / drug dealing.
Well, good luck there.
Yeah, because apparently that was something I thought would be a good idea at some point this week. Where I'm like, I have an idea of how to take care of this outpost.
Get them hooked up on drugs.
Kinda.
Oh, we're going to do the drugs.
No.
Oh.
Let's just say out of game, I got inspired by Paimon's playbook.
Oh.
Okay, you go off to meet with shady underworld people.
Yeah.
To move you to the
obviously
shady underworld people.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm not doing anything that's not in Thieves' Cant.
Mm-hmm.
But
meanwhile,
Equinox and Solstice probably wouldn't be there either because Equinox would probably be hiding at in whatever room that we rented, and Solstice would be with her.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I specifically specified that Alcar would.
You went off. Yeah, you went off to go deal with shady people.
Yeah.
None
of you know Alcar's true nature yet. You know he's kind of an ass, but that's about it. I double checked the tapes.
Well, we already got the disguise. Laurent, what do you want to do?
I don't know. What is there to do?
Let's go find something to do then.
Let's find something to do, yes.
Wander the streets, you can go look, see if there's a night market and see what kind of goods they have.
They sell knights. Let's find out what they're selling.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
I wonder if they got the bucket helmets.
I know you meant like a nighttime market, but I couldn't help but imagine, you just got, thanks to Spencer's comment, you have full suited full plate guys just hanging on a rack, and they're just it's like buy your own knight for 50 gold.
It's called mercenary contracting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Meanwhile, one of the knights is I didn't consent to this.
No, not on a shelf.
This is slavery, but for the upper class.
Stage. There's an auctioneer.
It's I'm going once, going twice, sold. No, you don't understand. They'll sell my armor and harvest my organs.
That implies that there's a serial killer buying knights.
Well, I mean, wouldn't they?
If
a situation like this existed, wouldn't they?
If they had the coin and the skill.
Anyhow, how does their little adventure go?
I see merchants.
Mortham wanders down a dark alley and comes.
Woo! I'm following.
Yeah, dark alley together. That way, if we're mugged, we'll both get mugged.
And you come to a small market square with various stalls of goods, metalwork, jewelry.
I actually can't see at all what anybody's doing because all I see is the shady alley I'm in.
Foodstuffs. Some other random bits and bobs.
Trinkets and bubbles.
Yep. You do see one merchant who seems to be particularly overwhelmed. This one, as he's bombarded with a litany of different requests from various people. You see Higgins buying some exotic fruits.
Eggplants. I didn't really have fruit. And cucumbers. I didn't realize he was that kind of guy.
Oh.
Got some we'll say some dragon fruits and some mystery melons.
Mystery melons.
Are they actually the mystery melon, or are they some other melon?
We'll say they're mysterious melons and not mystery melons.
Are they the melons that make us drunk?
They're not our melons.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot we had this.
Yep.
I freaking love those melons, and Alcar wants a garden of them.
You see, he also buys a couple wheels of cheese. There's a sign over the stall that says celestial cheese wheels, 2 for what's the equivalent of $20?
2 gold.
Yeah.
These celestial cheese.
These are like big 5-pound wheels.
5 pounds of solid cheese. Cheese, Gromit. The moon is made of cheese.
Well, now you've just gotten me thinking of like, because you said solid cheese, and now you just got me thinking of like what if there was a cheese wheel that you cut into it, and it turns out it's actually compressed cheese.
To check,
so
by the way,
it turns out that it's way more cheese than you thought it was. You cut into it and it just starts disgorging just cheese everywhere.
To check, by the way, Brad, since you said that since you put Equinox and Solstice where they are they within earshot of the market that the others are in?
Sure, you can hear some of the din and conversation of the market.
Okay. I wanted to know, like, if something went down, would they be able to hear it going down?
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
What is the side quest now? Do we acquire the celestial cheese?
I mean, that's up to you.
All right.
It's your
Where's
money,
the
guys. I'm using my own money for other things.
Show me the cheese.
Higgins just gives you a nod, but otherwise doesn't react as if he knows you. He just sort of gives you that, like
Where's
you know, when
the cheese?
a hungry merchant is selling celestial cheese.
That's not a good sign. Why is he hungry?
I acquired your.
How are you not
cheese.
hungry if you're sitting next to food all day?
I mean, that is a point, but he is currently selling food.
You eat your stock, you don't get money.
You have a point there.
It's like He's like I gotta feed my wife, kids, and my oldest is going to college. I can't eat any of this, but man, does it smell good. But I also don't want my wife to beat me again. Understandably, I'll grant you.
Sir, if your wife is beating you, you need a better wife. Throw the whole wife out.
It's like, I mean,
I think this is before the age of divorce.
I mean, I can't say I didn't have it coming. I did gamble away our son's first round of college tuition.
You can buy a single 5-pound wheel of cheese for 12 silver, or you can get the special and get 2 5-pound wheels for 2 gold.
1 wheel
Two gold
for each of us,
sold.
Laurent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
Alright.
cheese.
Exactly.
That is so much
It's a good
cheese.
thing you're not normal humans, because that would give you the worst constipation on the planet. Wait, that?
I can't even. I just see you
Look,
collect.
if Morthan just ate the cheese all at once, I think he would effectively double his weight.
Oh.
More that as you look at the cheese wheel, it's like those
800.
images like with small children wanting something like that, because it's like it's a cheese wheel that is 5 pounds, so it's it's a pretty good sized cheese wheel.
I'm pretty sure a cheese wheel of that size is bigger than Morthan.
Well, not the puppet, but the book probably.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
You
When I
could-
say the size of
Part of
Morthan,
you
I
could
mean
use this
actual
cheese wheel as a
Morthan, not his
pedestal.
puppet.
You could hang the puppet up and then use your cheese wheel as a pedestal.
Yes. I will have a very nice tasting desk.
As Morthan quietly starts consuming his desk.
To make it look like an actual desk instead of a wheel of cheese, except it's miniature for like a doll.
I think I'm wanting to end off pretty soon. We're getting pretty
I,
You purchase 2 wheels of celestial cheese for 2 gold. As the merchant sells you on, saying that it's cheese made in the creamery, made in creameries from the upper plains, milk from dairy cows on the celestial plain of the Beastlands.
ooh. So you know it's good. I will put it right next to my signed poster of the Laurent that I've forgotten that I have.
It is quite literally heavenly cheese. You see, stamped into the cheese wheel with like when the cheese was soft, they just had a metal engraved stamp that they stamped it with. The
Yeah.
logo of the creamery. You know what? Why not? It's from Argum Celestial Food Services.
That's
Oh
damn,
my
he moved
God.
up in the world quick. Damn, if this was
I
taking
love
place in that
that.
1 year after, in that 1 year after, in between, what is it, Echoes and Tomb of Annihilation, I gotta say, damn, that fucker moved quick.
Yeah.
He took the chef gig all the way to the max level. He's now in charge
He
of the
went
food service.
straight to the top, baby. Last I checked, he went to the Beastlands. How did he end up on Mount Celestia?
Beastlands is where the cows that the cheeses came from.
Oh,
Right.
okay. Okay, that definitely makes sense then. Like, damn, son, he moved quick.
Alright, so we acquired cheese.
You each have a 5-pound wheel of celestial cheese.
Cheese.
You're right.
This doesn't impact any of you because you're neither celestial nor fiend, so the special properties won't happen. It'll just taste like amazing cheese. However,
True.
if you were to throw a chunk at anything with the fiend creature type, they would take 1d4 radiant damage.
So it's cheese that acts like holy water?
I love that.
I'm not gonna lie. Now I'm really mad. I can't. I can't play as Kalani with this because I love the idea of Kalani, or even just someone like not even, it doesn't have to be Kalani, it could be anyone just running up to an undead monstrosity with a cheese wheel and just beating them to death with it.
They take more
Scream-
damage if you
all the
force
while
them the cheese.
all the while screaming, "The power of Christ compels you."
They take more damage and are poisoned if they eat
wouldn't
the cheese.
wouldn't she
And
say the
yes, I know
power
they have
of
poison immunity. It bypasses that.
wouldn't she say the power of Hylia compels you?
She doesn't believe in Hylia.
Wait. But she believes in the life and death of Jesus Christ.
Okay,
No, but
Feror? Din? Like,
I have no idea what she would actually say because Kalani's beliefs
When,
are a little odd.
when did Kalani get her hands on a Bible?
Oh my
Listen,
goodness.
a lot of weird shit got shifted around during the convergence, all right? Not all of it stayed in the current timeline, okay? Some some couple 10,000 years ago in Hyrule time, Kalani was just minding her business and a
Drop
frickin'
out of the
book
sky.
landed on her desk, and she was like, "I can't read what this says." And then like another paper appeared on her desk that was a translator between Gerudo text and English. And she was like, "Yeah, what the hell? I have an afternoon free." And just decided to uncover the mysteries of this book.
Well,
But
yes, you have celestial cheese, which does extra damage to fiends.
wonderful.
If you're a celestial, it just tastes the best cheese ever. If you're a humanoid, it's just amazing cheese.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in a shady alley that's also shady in the other kind of viewpoint, not just the lighting.
Definitely.
Alphard,
Totally legit business practices are happening over here.
Yep, on the far side of a courtyard, there are some nobles discussing something. And then there is a naive noble meeting with a shady merchant TM.
Yeah. And they're all played by the same actor. Holy, like, I know you're just using a generic token, but I genuinely love to imagine that it's just like, that it's literally just like, that like in frame when I'm seeing both of them, it looks like that very clearly they just recorded the same guy doing two different things and then comped them together. It's like, hey, it saves
all the
money if you
scenes
don't
in
have to hire more actors.
2 and 3 of Star Wars with when any of the clones have their helmets off, and you just see Tamara Morrison and Tamara Morrison and Tamara Morrison, and why are there so many of the same guy?
Well, I mean, if we want to talk about Star Wars, we could talk about the fact that all your helmetless Order Knights look like Obi-Wan.
Yeah,
Which I know you didn't do on purpose.
I didn't even notice it until you pointed it out, and then I was like,
Yeah, until I
oh.
straight up said hello there. And you went, "Oh, that is what that looks like."
Yeah, so you oversee this interchange between the merchant and the noble. The noble really doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
He has no idea what he's in.
Yeah.
Or
What is he in, by the way?
they're doing. He thinks they're doing illicit deals. He thinks he's getting one thing, but you from what you overhear in your knowledge of the underworld, you know he's getting snookered bad.
Alcar takes quiet enjoyment and pleasure in that while while lurking in the shadows. He's just just because I mean, come on, with the last couple of weeks he's had, he could use a good laugh.
They complete their business dealings, the noble getting absolutely swindled. Swindled blind. And the merchant grins as he pockets his coin. And then he turns
Gotta love
around.
Yeah. Gotta love it when they're easy, right?
Yes. Absolute sucker.
I'm in the business for some local information,
Oh.
as well as some. I might have other business as well, depending on the information I get.
What kind of information? Come this way. Let us discuss this away from prying ears. He leads you this way.
Yeah. Yeah. My camera, like I don't know where Alcar ended up, but I'll tell you what happened on my camera. It very violently shifted my camera to Vermithrax. And I was just, who's off the map, and I was just kind of sitting there going like, oh wow. I guess something real bad happened behind that alley.
Die.
like even from the perspective of like Hephaestus, he's just like, oh, I wonder where Alcar's going. Well, that's weird. All I can see is his Drake. Oh, there's Alcar.
Anyways.
Yeah. So anyhow, obviously I'm doing a lot of this, and I'm doing most of this in Thieves' Cant, if not all of it.
Yep.
Because this guy's on the down low. He's like, I hear this town's got a bit of a Death Legion problem.
Not so much in town anymore, but there is an encampment, shall we say? A bit outside on the main road, heading out of here. One of the hunting lodges out to the northeast, yes, has more specific details on where you can find their outpost.
Would that happen to be the hunting lodge would that happen to be the hunting lodge that's currently hiring?
Should be. I mean, most of them are.
Good to know.
With the collapse of the monarchy, there's been a bit of a relaxation on the rules regarding arms and weaponry and blades. People are taking it up for casual sport, for coin, and for hunting because things are getting pricey due to instability.
All right then. Well, yeah, I guess I'll go ahead. And I have no idea how to word any of this, because it could not be more. Because despite the fact that I'm playing a scumbag criminal, I could not make it more obvious that I have never done drugs in my entire life. Well, not any drugs that I wasn't forced to for medical reasons, I should say.
Non-pharmaceutical drugs.
Yeah.
Illicit drugs.
I'm pretty sure I've been on morphine once, but that was because surgery. But yeah. And so he's like, but you know what? Yeah, no. He's like, I'm in the business for some pharmaceuticals.
What kind of pharmaceuticals are you looking for? I got some death sticks. And I got some.
Go with
And I got some black malaise.
Do you think that guy
Just
actually
something.
did turn his life around after Obi-Wan told him to go home and rethink his life?
It
That's
was a
funny.
weak mind. He had no choice.
And he lists off a couple other various pharmaceuticals. Some are less sketchy black market than others. I mean, they're all sketchy black market because he's a sketchy black marketeer. But I mean, some are like fantasy Advil, and others are like, this is LSD,
Yeah.
or this is morphine.
Crack cocaine.
Yeah. So anyhow,
Meth.
No, it's not crack cocaine here. It's smash cocaine. It's different.
Yeah. Alcar's
crack.
They're like
Yeah.
smash
Looking
burgers,
into-
but cocaine.
looking into something more along the lines of inhalants. If they could also double as ingestibles, that also work.
Oh,
Where
inhalant.
I'm
That
not
one
looking for-
is way too expensive for your budget.
I'm not looking for any. Well, I'm not exactly looking for. Well, I'm
Well,
not. looking
I
for-
pulled up a list of poisons, and one of them, the first inhaled one on my list, was burnt other fumes, and it's 500 gold. And I was like, that is
Yeah.
out of your budget.
Yeah. So he's like,
I know,
Yeah.
you need some Midnight Tears poison. 1,500 gold a vial.
yeah. So Alcar, yeah, because effectively Alcar's looking for something that's bound to have a kick, but it's going to be on the cheaper side because, well, let's face it, anybody who's actually looking for this sort of thing probably knows that if they take the cheaper stuff, they're probably going to end up dead.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's looking for the definitely sketchy stuff.
Sketchy stuff.
Yeah. Where it's like, oh yeah, your recommended dose for heroin's like one is like 2 ounces or something, but then but
No, it's a
instead this-
synthetic. It's in the micrograms.
oh yeah, no, exactly. But it's like, yeah, like I said, I don't know anything.
Mhm. I know
This is
some of
not
it.
my field of
That's
study.
pharmacology.
Yeah, but the point is it's like it where like I said, it's one of those where they're like, oh yeah, technically the recommended dose is this, but what we gave you is actually double that.
And then
Or
we
it
cut it
has,
with battery acid.
or it has yeah. The kind of thing that it's like yeah, you're gonna get what you're looking for, but it's also probably gonna destroy you.
I got this box of dragon gray death sticks. Bugger, though. You know what happens to someone with body mass less than that of a dragon? Draws a hand across his throat.
Really, then?
Well, I mean, unless you're I guess, what's it called? A Yuan-Ti, I think? Who can just inhale toxic fumes without getting your lungs completely destroyed.
I wouldn't know anything about that personally.
But even then, potency, you'd probably knock one of them flat on their butt and have them seeing sounds and hearing colors for a week.
How much would that run me?
Since I'm looking to get rid of this thing, I'll give you the box of 6 sticks for 45 gold.
Pleasure doing business.
You
I
open up. Do you open up the box at all?
I mean, I guess I should just to double check. I should make sure he's not screwing me.
You open it up to
let me run an insight to make sure he's not screwing me.
you inspect the merchandise.
Yeah. Oh wow. Nah. He could take me if he wants.
Not know anything about these kinds of drugs. You
Oh.
a rectangular case about the size of a D&D book, as far as
Yeah.
length by width.
Yeah, but
To
I
see
will do the
six,
I will do a proper investigation
Yeah.
on my merch though.
yeah, to see 6 long, thick, like water bottle thickness cigars.
Yeah.
Hold on, like just directly takes one, smokes it, immediately gets knocked out.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, that's a double investigation, so my spyglass. Okay, we're looking at a 15.
15. These, presumably, it doesn't look like your regular cigar, and based on the dimensions, you're like, yeah, I can see that being a dragon joint.
Yeah.
You will need a medicine or nature check to try and identify if this has the substance in it that would indeed have the effect
Let's
he described.
medicine or nature. They are the exact same for me, so don't screw this up, Alcar. Come on. Man, Alcar, you just wanted that one nat 20 this game, didn't you?
Well, as you inspect the joints, it's definitely not tobacco.
Well, yeah.
It's some other plant rolled up in there.
Yeah.
And frankly, you don't know what it's gonna do. You're in for a show. Drop it
Probably
in
for
their
the
campfire and see what happens.
Yeah. Well, that's what was it? 45 gold?
Yes.
All right. So, yeah, so I'll just go ahead and take it and I'll have someone who's more knowledgeable than me look into it later.
Have a box of 6 dragon death sticks.
Yeah, let me just there we go. Remove. There we go.
What?
And I box
Box of drugs.
sticks dragon dragon death sticks. Boom. That is gonna be. I am looking forward to. Hopefully this works. I am. I am genuinely mad that at that nat 1 insight check.
You're like,
So
I've never bought drugs before. I don't know what I'm doing.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And meanwhile, frickin' Alcar is getting. Meanwhile, Alcar is getting screwed harder than I would. But oh well. Oh well. Well, oh well. Worst case scenario, I can always I could probably do other stuff. Well, either that or I need to very suddenly in the next chapter hunt down a nobleman. But we'll burn that bridge when we get there.
Unless there's anything else anyone wishes to do at the night market or
Not to my knowledge. Everything
in
I
the
have.
shady
Found
part
the
of town.
cheese.
We got our cheese. I'm good.
If you please.
You got your cheese. I potentially have my drugs. I need to double check with someone with a better medicine check than me whether or not these drugs is good.
Wait, what is like our? Oh yeah, we're in a party that does not have any healers.
I think our best medicine checker is one of Hannah's dragons.
Probably. And
What?
and also like the dragons, I feel like at least Solstice might get advantage because like it's a dragon drug.
Mm-hmm.
One of you is going to be better at it than me.
I have a +3 solely because it is a wisdom-based stat.
I also
Yeah.
have a +3.
Let's see. Equinox has medicine +3, and Solstice has +1 with advantage, according to Brad.
Laurent, what's your menacing?
What's
It's a
your
+1.
That's
Don't
three,
forget,
yeah, so
don't forget
everybody is
Equinox
plus
also.
3.
Don't
Don't forget,
ask me to do anything that involves wisdom.
don't forget, Equinox also has guidance.
Yeah. So
Okay,
so
Plus 3 with a D4.
I'll have Alcar check in with Equinox with Equinox and Solstice real quick.
You all return to the inn, turn in for the night.
He's like,
Alcar, you see Laurent and Morthain each carrying a massive wheel of cheese. That little bits inside the cheese. So you're like, you know how Pepper Jack has like the bits of peppers that are like red and green in it?
yeah.
Celestial cheese has like little bits that like are a lighter, like almost like glowy, heavenly color.
Yeah. So Alcar's just like, decided to splurge on your paycheck, huh?
Yes, it was fairly cheap.
It was actually pretty cheap.
All right.
It only cost 1 coin.
Yeah, one gold for each of us.
Yeah.
You got a special two celestial cheese wheels.
We
for 2 gold.
saved 4 silver.
We did.
Well, how about that?
You're looking at the size of these cheese wheels at Alcar, and they're pretty big. They're like 5-pound cheese wheels.
Yeah, I know. From the sounds of it, both of them have enough cheese. Between them, have enough cheese to feed the order, or a single dragon.
5-pound cheese wheels aren't actually that big. Like, they're not like
Well, I mean,
tiny, but they're not like huge.
No, I mean, like relatively, like a normal block of cheese is 1 to 2 pounds. It's more than double that. For an individual use, it's big. For
Yeah.
actual like size of cheese wheels, it's tiny because actual cheese wheels probably get 10, 15, 20 pound.
Yeah.
Anyways, do we want to have me roll my checks before we end off?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, he's
And
just
then,
picked up
you know,
something to
the-
see if we can't use it against the. Picked up a little something to see if we can't use it against the Death Legion.
Mhm.
What do you make of it?
How do you inspect the drugs?
Yeah,
So
the
Equinox,
Give him a good
questionable
old
cigar
sniff.
that he presents you with.
Equinox is gonna make the medicine check.
Well, I mean, do you just look at it? Do you like touch it? Do you unwrap it? Do you smell it?
Do you sniff it?
I ask Alcar what he did because he would know more about that, and I do whatever Alcar did to investigate them.
What did you buy, first of all?
Yeah.
Oh, that
He's
as
like,
well.
It's something that should hopefully make our fight against them a little easier if they were to he makes a rather dramatic show of taking a drag from his cigarette. But I don't know if it's going to be necessarily good or not.
Okay,
So
yes.
he's fine with one of them getting effectively taken apart because he's probably going to end up doing that anyways.
Okay, so yes, Equinox and Solstice will take one of them apart to investigate.
I need them both to make a Constitution saving throw.
Of course you do.
Sorry about that. Probably should have had your war gloves.
Equinox is fine. Solstice feels a little lightheaded, but is otherwise unaffected.
Okay. Solstice.
With my passive insight of what is it?
Solstice will just
was
say
this
he
close to
feels a
having
little
a good
woozy.
time.
With my passive
You don't need
insight
to.
of
You don't need to
17.
know. You don't need to make a insight check or anything.
Yeah.
You notice
Yep.
Solstice will say something.
Okay.
It's like the lightheadedness when you've been around too many like strong fumes from gasoline, chemicals, bleach.
So yes, I'd like to make the medicine check with Equinox and a nature check with Solstice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
How's we?
So medicine check with
How's we
Equinox, just a
looking?
normal roll. Yep, Equinox doesn't know crap.
Nice.
They're potent dragon drugs.
That's not surprising, given that she's, not actually
Not
a
very-
dragon.
Yeah.
Solstice 14.
You're not like you don't know the name of it, but it smells vaguely familiar. Some sort of like herb that in large mass dragons is, they get high on, but in low mass humanoids, it shreds their lungs and they get, pulmonary edema, pulmonary hemorrhaging, and sinus hemorrhaging.
Solstice will relay the information. So dragons, this would produce an
Hypoxia.
effect similar to a drug. This is gonna kill humans.
Yeah, and humanoids, it wrecks your lungs and gives you very bad, like, carbon monoxide poisoning, in addition to all the other bad things.
I'm immune to poison.
Perfect.
I could smoke that whole joint and feel nothing.
That just
Truly
perfect.
a torturous
Oh.
existence.
No, for real. Like, this is a dud.
Taken apart. You see
What?
little blue flecks in it that Solstice identifies as bits of cobalt ore. When heated up, release arsenic amongst other things, and cyanide gas.
Also, out of curiosity, is the stuff, is it at all related to like Dragon's Bane?
I don't know.
Okay.
And by that, I would have to know what Dragon's Bane is to be able to answer.
Oh,
that.
it's an herb that's poisonous to dragons. One of the only for some species of dragons, it's one of the only things that is poisonous to them.
We'll say it's in the same family.
Also, the
Of
herb in
plants.
here is related to Dragon's Bane, so yeah.
So handle with gloves. Got it. Oh,
And
this is
then
gonna
based
work
on
out
the flecks of
beautifully.
cobalt ore, you would know that when you burn it and the cobalt ore begins oxidizing and releasing the arsenic and the cyanide gas and all that, it will have blue gas.
Okay. Yeah.
Blue smoke.
That's perfect.
Yes.
Very
That
poisonous,
is
very toxic, very deadly blue smoke.
Okay.
That is perfect. He's gonna carefully get it in some semblance of order. I don't know if he necessarily re-rolls it or if he just kind of makes it a little baggy now. But the but the point is now it's these are gonna work exactly how he needs them to work. You can't see it, but I am like legit rubbing my hands together in that yes.
We can come back to this next time.
Yeah.
I'm
And
getting
that
tired.
is where we will end it off. You all go to bed with Alcar scheming away with his newly acquired drugs.
with him with him being notably sinister, but he's kind of an ass. So
Laurent
nothing
and Mortham
unusual.
with their heavenly cheese. And you all head to bed and get a good night's rest.
We will
Okay.
pick this up on the following morning when we get when we go check out this other place and then go scope out that camp.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
You all get the benefits of a long rest.
Mhm.
That is where we will end it.
Right. Bye.